it's definitely, y'all talking about them coach abilities is ass. Not all of them. Not all of them.
We gonna see, nigga. You gotta win the Super Bowl to say all that shit.
Hey, Juicy J said, "This Slob on My Knob, the best club song ever."
Ever?
I saw he said that. Yeah,
ever.
He said he wrote that when he was like 14 years old.
Yeah, he said he was. So I thought he was like 11th grade or
Sound.
something.
It definitely sounds like it. What y'all got about that? I got you.
Back That Ass Up is
back that ass up.
probably the number one
That's
overall
the
pick.
That's it.
That is number one. That's it.
It's not Slob on My Knob.
It's not on. It's top three though. It's top three.
No, it's not
Top three?
I don't even think it's top three.
What are you
It
talking
depends
about?
on what club you in.
It
barely top five.
Any
Barely
club
top
Jeezy got two
five.
club songs. Jeezy got two club songs better
than
What's the
Slob
two
on My-
Jeezy joints?
Trap or Die. Trap or Die.
In the club?
Man, Lou, shut up, bro. Just shut up, nigga. What the hell is you talking about,
I
bro?
forgot what kind of clubs y'all go to. I forgot what kind of clubs y'all go
We go to the one with women. That's why, nigga. We go to the club with women.
I see the club I'm at, the women is rapping Trap or Die. That's all I'm
I don't think I want them women. They gonna rob me. They gonna rob me. They gonna rob me when I'm asleep. I don't want them women.
Yeah, it'll be over with.
He in a club full of glowrillas. That's what
Yes, exactly.
It depends on what kind of club. Prime time club, you're not playing Slob on My Knob.
What's the other?
crazy.
It's like
what's the other
11:30. It's like 11:30 when like people are still getting it. Slob on My
Boy,
Knob.
I'm telling you as a
Prime
DJ.
club time.
I am telling you as a DJ what Slob on My Knob does, bro.
It goes
I am telling
crazy, but it ain't. Not.
What's the other
Top
Jeezy
three?
song?
I say this: the club I'm at, they not playing it.
What's
They
the
not
other?
playing
What's the other
Slob on
Jeezy
My
song,
Knob.
Lou? You said Trap or Die.
I'd say two off the top of my head. I can't think of the other one, but I know he got one. I know he got one.
Not overdue,
I'm-
bro.
I'm
3-6
positive.
3-6 has like three songs.
3-6
in the club.
3-6
I mean,
got better club
what we
songs.
talking about though? Because
3-6
like,
got better club songs than that.
In the Club is one, ain't it?
Yeah.
In the club,
Not
is a
what-
good
what-
one. That's definitely in the club.
Tell
That's
me.
a great one actually.
Yeah,
Dreams and Nightmares, Meek.
There you go.
That's gonna go up.
yeah.
I hold on. Me and Nick probably talking about a different type
Yeah,
of
are you-
vibe. That's what I'm thinking.
Are you
Y'all talking about a different type of vibe.
I'm talking, y'all talking about like
That's.
I guess grinding.
I guess it depends
girl.
on where you at.
I'm just
You
talking
know
about
what I'm
it's gonna go
That's
up
what
in the
I'm
club.
thinking. Because
I'm thinking it's gonna
Slob
go
on
up.
My Knob ain't playing.
I'm
It's
talking
going
about
up.
Right,
I'm talking
right.
about
Going
If you're
up when they
trying
Slob on My Knob.
if you're trying to get the biddies to come on the dance floor,
Yes.
Yeah, you're
And
talking about
bounce to that,
something different.
bro,
I'm talking
like-
about dance songs.
And get
I'm
a
talking about-
flirt and get a twerk. Now I don't know what y'all talking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what y'all talking about. I ain't talking about that.
What you talking about, man?
So what
Yeah,
you
that's what I'm
talking
saying.
about? Exactly.
What you talking
Everybody-
yeah, exactly. So what we in the club for? Nigga, we here for niggas.
You in the club full of niggas for real.
You in here for niggas? I don't want to be here.
That's not what I'm talking about. When you go into the club like the stunt or whatever, like when the bottles are being ordered, Slob on My Knob ain't being played. That's what I'm
Nah.
saying. They're not playing that. That ain't the we outside song. It's not that.
You 24s is more of a club banger, in my
24s is a
opinion,
good one.
than
That's
than
a
than
good
Slob
one.
on My Knob. 24 is still
24.
good.
Slob on My Knob is like for college kids. I'm talking about
T.I.,
like
kid.
adult club.
Nick, these niggas say they
That was a
going-
club
hey,
joint.
Spike said he going to the club to
24
stunt. To stunt.
That's a part of it.
Okay, you're
But it's a
saying
different generation.
It ain't gotta be.
It's a different generation.
you're questioning if 24s was a club joint?
I didn't know they were playing that in the club like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
absolutely, it's crazy. Don't say that. They may play it
What?
in a club.
Yeah.
Jay, have you ever heard anybody? Shelton,
It's different. I guess it's different.
24s?
It's different.
No.
I guess
No.
we was a different.
Hey,
That's what I
Hey, I'm telling you as a DJ, ain't nobody ever came to me like, hey, boy, I need to hear 24s tonight.
Right.
Hey, nigga, you ain't played 24s yet. I need to hear that play.
I feel better. I know I'm the oldest in the room,
No.
so that's why.
You got
But
sense. You
I
got
just
sense,
I feel
kid.
better now.
feel you.
Hey, what about
24s was being played in the club, bro.
what about the Yin Yang Twins?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a bunch of Yin Yang Twin songs.
Absolutely.
There's
yeah.
a couple
All
of them
going
gonna get
up.
one.
Yeah, that's gonna go up.
Playing them in prime
What's the
time.
YO twerk is from?
Salt
Yeezy?
shaker.
That's yeah. That's the
Well, if that's the
Yeah,
case,
yeah.
then T-Pain is the guy then. If that's the case.
Buy you a
What you
drink. They ain't playing that at
You
club.
love
Like,
strippers.
that's still like 11 o'clock, 12
Yeah.
o'clock. It ain't like prime
I-
time. We playing shit songs.
Yeah.
Get Low is a good one.
Yeah, Get Low is a good one too, though. But yeah, shake it like a salt shaker for sure.
Yeah, I ain't going out with y'all. Nah, B. We ain't going for the same reason, Nick.
we can pregame.
Yeah.
Luka got Nucky if you buck on there. All that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a club banger. Was that not a club banger?
They playing.
It was.
They playing. The club I'm at, they playing 5 Boosie songs, so they played Slob on My Nose.
Then you had some damn blues joint or something.
I'm at home. That's why I'm at home. I'm right where I want to be at.
That nigga at Baton Rouge. That's what
I was gonna say for the listeners, can y'all name me 5 Boosie songs? You won't have to pay for a super chat for the rest of the year. Shout out to
Oh man, what's the Webby record? Webby,
Independent.
Which one?
That yeah, I was gonna.
That's not really a club joint, but that's an old club joint.
Webby got two joints. I know Independence one. I forgot the other one.
It's the yeah. I can't think of what the other one is. Webby got one that I love. I ain't even gonna lie, but I can't think of what it is.
Wait, so
I don't love it that much.
Hey Ken,
No, I can't if I can't remember right.
How's the streets reacting to this T.I. versus 50 shit?
You asking the wrong one, but it's definitely getting a lot of attention. I will say that.
Fucking with it.
Yeah, because nobody expected this, two grown ass men acting like this. But now people are covering it, and it's getting a lot of talk. And I don't know what 50's up to now. I saw his latest move that I think Raph posted in the chat, but we'll see where it goes.
Latest move.
He deleted all the shit.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
He started getting that like Jay-Z and them earlier today.
Who?
He
50?
don't stop. Yeah,
He posted Beyonce Mama.
yeah.
Oh wow.
I thought she was talking shit though, wasn't she?
When
Yeah,
she was
she
coming
like-
to Tiny's defense.
I think she shouted out like Tiny or something. So 50 started flaming all of them.
Mm-hmm.
50 just
Yeah,
don't
that sounds
care.
about right. That sounds about right. All right. We're about to get started. Let me pull up the notes here. This is an interesting show we put together.
It is.
Damn, where did shit go? We in February. Here we go. This is the place where sports opinions collide. That is sports. I'm your host, Kenneth B. Inns. Joining me on the show is Nick, Spike, FIFO, Shelton J, and we have a special guest, Mazito. Is that how you say it, bro?
More like Macito, yeah.
Macito. So okay. Where's that from? That's Italian.
Yeah. Spanish?
Yeah, I they call me Mace, but there's kind of a popular one out already, so we had to put a little spin on it. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
Niggas always add a Spanish twist when they try to be unique, boy.
Right. What you do? You pull your Ma 23 and me or something? It's like, yeah, we can go with the Ito. All right.
It goes into the New York type of thing. You know what I mean? We always pull it from like the Italian shit. You know what I mean? We had to think stuff on the spot. It works.
Well, go ahead and let everybody know where you're from, man, and give people a quick rundown of who you are and what you do.
Yes, sir. I'm Macito, 1/4 of the Rap Roundtable, the hottest podcast in hip hop on the East Coast. Follow us, you know what I mean? On YouTube, we've collaborated with Dead End Hip Hop before. We got everything for you. We cover the new stuff. We review the classics. No part of hip hop is unturned. We talk about everybody. So if you turn one day and we talk about the mainstream stuff, believe we getting at the underground and vice versa. You can follow us everywhere here on YouTube, the Rap Roundtable, on Twitter, Rap Roundtable PC. Instagram, the Rap Roundtable itself. Come rock with us. You know what I mean? I think my guy should be pulling up. You know what I mean? My homie should be pulling up soon, so y'all can see 2/4 of us. But yeah, man, we talk hip hop. But we don't take it too serious. You know what I mean? It's more like a big barbershop conversation with us. You know what I mean? We knowledgeable, but we not, we're not taking ourselves too seriously.
Yeah, they be having some interesting takes. I'll say that.
Oh man.
yeah, but good people's over there. Good people's, man. That's so I'm glad you're able to kind of come chop it up with us about some sports, because they were about to go at it. FIFO, y'all know how he is. About to go at it with I think Jarv about something.
Yeah,
with
man.
LeBron.
Yeah.
LeBron.
Hey, I was gonna say welcome, man, because we don't take Spike serious either, so you fit right in.
Good.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to open with something a little bit different, man. We're going to talk about the Winter Olympics. So the United States men's hockey team defeated Canada in overtime 2-1 to win its first Olympic hockey gold medal in 46 years since the 1980 Miracle on Ice team. Jack Hughes, that's a white-ass sounding name, scored the decisive goal, ripping a shot past Jordan Bennington less than 3 minutes into the 3-on-3 overtime, period. This Olympics has been a legendary year for both men and women's hockey, as the U.S. women's hockey team also defeated Canada to win gold last Thursday, led by Layla Edwards, who became the first Black woman to win gold with Team USA in hockey's women, along with Megan Keller. So, is this the most exciting Winter Olympics in decade for those of you that watched it before you fell asleep?
Let Nick start. I want to know how serious he was when he wrote
that. Go ahead, talk about this.
Listen.
Nick start.
I wanted to do this because one, we had to shout out this Black History Month still. I wanted to shout out Layla Edwards being the first Black woman to win a gold medal for Team USA women's hockey. That's the catalyst for it. But also, nigga, this is a sports show. History was made. It's been 46 years since something happened when it comes to American winning the gold. So why not talk about that, and at least overall talk about the Winter Olympics? Because you obviously didn't even know when it happened. he thought the Winter Olympics was every other year. so I just want us to touch on the Winter Olympics. Can we not do that? USA won gold twice in a sport that we don't normally dominate in. So
okay. Is that a direct question? I don't care.
This is why Black people only Nick. You know what I'm saying? We stick to football and basketball. Y'all ain't trying to explain y'all.
Come on. First of all, don't nobody talk about no hockey. That's number one. This is the first time we ever talk hockey on Dead End Sports. Number one. Number two, hockey don't move the needle nowhere, bro. Like so like it's cool to have it like as a footnote, but for us to talk about it.
I'm just saying, talk about the accomplishment, bro. It's been 46 years since they won. Y'all ain't never seen all them white movies you see. I know you saw Miracle.
No, I haven't. You know why I haven't? Because I don't give a fuck about the Olympics or they hockey team. That's why I ain't never seen it.
I saw the one where them dudes was crashing out, that movie, but that's the only.
I've seen Mighty Ducks.
That's about it.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of it.
That's about it.
So I do think it is an accomplishment by Layla to do that in Black History Month. Shout out to her, because when was the last time that the women won anything? Did she come along and save the day or something like that? I don't know.
She did say that she got an assist to the other woman that you mentioned, to
Megan Keller.
Yeah, to win the gold. So it was off the strength of her, or at least the team overall. But
if anything, I think Canada keep losing again. So I don't know. I don't know who's gonna come save them, but look like Team USA got on the ice and took out all their men. So salute to them for that.
Hey, kid, is it just me or is all this putting more pressure on Drake's upcoming album?
Bro,
like you mentioned, bro, he gotta get a Grammy album of the year because this could be a whole.
Y'all think
what I will say about the Olympics, and I think we talked about this before, is that it was a lot of damn drama at the Winter Olympics. It seemed like every time I turned around, it was something other than the sport. You know, we talked about the girl with the ACL, and then she broke her foot. Mm-hmm. There's the guy that was cheating that tried to get his girl back.
That was crazy.
There was
Olympic Village ran out of condoms.
Oh, they running out of condoms.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
They always talk about the Olympic Village be like a place for like hornballs, like everybody fucking.
Yeah, this is how you know this shit boring though. Look at all the stuff we talking about. I mean, none of them
like, come on
like
now.
Yeah, like this is how you know. Like the Winter Olympics is just like we're gonna let y'all do this over here. We're gonna do an Olympics that Europeans can win the majority of the events. That's all this is, man. Nobody's interested
because it's cold. Niggas don't want to.
Yeah, that's part of it too. It's cold.
My thing is, so even if we win gold, y'all don't care.
In what?
It was a little different, Nick. For me, I ain't gonna lie. For me, it used to mean everything for the U.S. to win in these in the Olympics. Period. At one point, it was huge. Huh?
It still is
up there. But now it's not. It doesn't have, with the way everything going now, man. It doesn't have the same impact now. Now maybe in basketball and sports like that, where we dominate the sport, it matters more. But it used to be anything America, and I would celebrate. But now I can honestly say it's not the same. I don't feel the same.
Shelton, I think, you know, when they separated it, I think it was in the early 90s. I had to fact check y'all because y'all didn't even know. But when it, like, because I've always been an Olympics guy. Like, I've always loved the Olympics. But to me, like, the winter shit was always like the extra. Because back then, the Olympics was all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't just like a matter of, it was all day because you had the winter shit, you had the summer shit, you had everything going on at the same time. So, like, I had more pride then because the things that I was attached to, you know, I just watched it about an hour ago. But now, you know, like they separate, like I don't care about, like, bro, I don't know nobody in my circle goes skiing, goes ice skating. Like they don't do none of that stuff. Now, I will say that, you know, the figure skating and stuff like that, that looks dope. But do I care? I don't care. Not about the winter joints.
No. I watched the racing. Hey, Ken, did you see that super chat about this?
Well, I want to get Masito. What you?
Nah, that's the thing is, I'm here for that, you know, that Shawn Michaels beating Bret Hart energy as much as anybody else. You know what I mean? Shouts to us beating Canada. You know what I mean? Once again, that's number 4 in the last few years. So I appreciated that. But like the fellas said, like the Winter Olympics it never has really done it on a national scale. And I always look at the Olympics because, like FIFA, I try to tune in every 4 years for the Olympics. It gets exciting in the moment. But the Olympics usually, you know, there's that one character, that one person that wins all the gold and goes crazy. The Usain Bolt, the Michael Phelps. That's what usually takes the Olympics away from like the casual or away from the hardcore viewer to the casuals, where it kind of reaches the masses and makes everybody excited and feel, you know, united on a national level. And, you know, the Winter Olympics don't really have any sports that do that for any of us. You know what I mean? So salute to all of them. You know what I mean? I know there was also some controversy about the hockey teams and going to the White House and all that. There's been a lot of drama, but I other than sports fanatics, hardcores like us, I don't think it's really, you know, reaching the pulse of, you know, the American sports, American national broadcast. It's not really, you know, that much going on for the regular person.
Yeah, ain't shit. Is what I'm saying. That. Yeah,
you watched it, Nick?
Bro, I watched I watched the highlights. I was like, we won. Oh, shit. Let me talk to the fellas about it because
did y'all watch any of it though?
No, I watched the
clips.
I watched the speed skating. I guess is what it's called. Where they race. I like that. That was cool.
I watched the part where I was waiting for the All-Star game to come on, so I was waiting for it to go on.
I watched the snowboarding shit. I love the snowboarding and like the tricks they do when they jump off that big ass hill with the skis and the snowboard. I watched that shit.
I watched the figure skating. Some of it, not all of it, but you know.
All right, Ken. Fuck it.
Ask that. You see the super chat that's related to this. That's why I say you might want to ask that now because we ain't gonna get back no hockey.
Hopefully not.
Ken, you see it? I can read it. It's from Serena Baines, 8950. It says thoughts on Trump and the men's hockey team laughing at inviting the women's team to the White House. Did y'all see that?
Nah. So what happened?
What?
Yeah, I seen a little bit about that.
Yeah, evidently, the women won first, and the women dominated. The women, I think they like completely dominated. It wasn't even close what they did. They deserved all the accolades because of how well they played. And then when the men won, my understanding of it, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, they got a call from Trump, and he said, I guess we're gonna have to invite the women too to come out since he was having the men come for winning. They were all laughing about it. And one of the captain of the men's team, his mom had something to do with women's hockey, and the women took offense to it and declined the invite. But the women were completely dominant and just got like brushed off by Trump. So,
why is that funny? Like,
yeah, they were all laughing. That. Yeah, they all laughed. So
I would have been there like loading, like what the fuck? Like that's not funny.
Right.
It's just weird.
I mean, it's on brand for 45/47. You know what I mean? Nothing shocking.
It is.
You know, I think, you know, it kind of, I don't want to say it worked out, but you know, a lot of people have declined the invite to the White House, especially, you know, those athletes that look like us. So I think it kind of even gave him an extra excuse to be like, yo, we don't even want to go over there, man. Like, you know, we don't take him serious. He don't take us serious. You know what I mean? Obviously disrespectful, but that's, you know, that's what he does.
Well,
all right. Well,
yeah, I'm about to say.
Let's move on.
Let's move on because I don't give a
fuck. Well, let's get to something that Black folks do care about. Maybe. Shit, I don't know. On the day they unveiled the Pat Riley statue outside of Crypto.com Arena, the Los Angeles Lakers fell to the Boston Celtics 111-89. How much faith do you have in the Lakers to make it out of the first round of the playoffs? And who has been a bigger disappointment for the Lakers this season, Luka or JJ Redick? And then I got a follow-up question about the Celtics after this.
I can start. For me, I have very little faith of them getting out of the first round. You could put that probably about 5%. I really think that this team has a lot of work to do. I don't believe in a supporting cast around your main stars. Your stars are going to be what they're going to be. You know, Luka's going to get his points, and he's going to be disappointed on defense. We know what he's going to do. Even though it's been a little bit more lately that he's been disappointing on defense. You look at LeBron. LeBron's going to be LeBron, do LeBron things. If AR is there, he's going to, contribute. But it's the other guys that bother me more than anything. The Aitons that don't show up, the other guys that won't. I don't think like Hachimura and those guys can be dependent on whatsoever. I think that they're going to struggle. Their chemistry just seems like it's way off, and they have no fight. I saw a lot of the older Lakers, like James Worthy, just going in on them, saying how they have no heart, and I can't argue with that. They don't look like a cohesive unit at all. So I have very little faith in what they're doing. And if you ask me who's most disappointing, is JJ. And I say that because you brought JJ in to right the ship. That was his whole purpose of being named the coach. I think he's a brilliant mind, but it's another thing in putting together personalities. That takes a little more than that. You can be good at X's and O's, but if you're not good at blending stars and meshing personalities, it's not going to work. We can get the X and O's later, but you got to make those role players better, and you got to make those stars more dependable. And that's what JJ's not doing. It seems like he's lost that team. So I don't have no faith in what the Lakers are doing right now. And I don't know where you go from here.
Mace, you on mute.
My fault, fellas. Had a couple kids screaming in the background. But Shelton, you 100% on point. The Lakers, as I'm gonna, because we don't know how it's gonna end up at the end of the season. But as of right now, the Lakers are the 5th seed. They be playing Denver in the first round, and that's absolutely a first round loss for them. For them to get out of the first round, they need one of those, if you ask me, top 3 seeds. They want to play either Minnesota. I don't even know if they beat Minnesota, but like the Suns or one of those play-in teams. That's the only way right now they get out of the first round. The Lakers aren't playing great basketball. As of who's to blame more, if given those 2 choices, it's definitely not Luka, right? Luka definitely absolutely has his warts. But he still is an MVP candidate, and I do think he's delivering on everything that you got him for. He's scoring at, top of the league pace. He's facilitating the way he's supposed to. We know Luka can't play any defense. You know what I'm saying? We know he complains to the refs. He's doing exactly what you thought you were going to get when you got him. And he's in a little bit better shape than usual, right? JJ Shelton, like I said, you right on point. He isn't doing what he's supposed to do. We watched this man bloviate for 2 years on his podcast about how he do a better job than this one and how this one was messing up and all the ideas he had, and he hasn't delivered. You know what I mean? Whether it be the schemes, whether it be making those role players play a little bit higher level than they're supposed to. If whatever the Lakers system is, maybe somebody up here can tell me because I'm not quite sure of it, what they be running out there. So although Rob Pelinka wasn't a choice, but this roster is really the reason that the Lakers aren't doing what they're supposed to do. So Rob Pelinka is really the one that deserves most of the blame. But given out of Luka and JJ, Luka is delivering much more than JJ is. If the playoffs started today, they'd be lucky to go 5 games with Denver. So no first round. Nothing more than the first round for them right now.
Look, I'm not going. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna be quick and say I agree with Masito. I can't take Luka or JJ in this. I'm blaming Pelinka. Ross is terrible. There's no reason for the roster spots that they had. Like LeBron shouldn't even still be on this team. Like all of these moves should have been made by now to make sure that Luka and JJ were set up to be successful, and it's not. Like both of them doing the best they can with what they got. Luka just happens to be way more of a talented basketball player than JJ Redick is a coach. Not to say Redick is a bad coach. He just ain't a good enough coach to make this team good. So they front office failed him.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. Rob Pelinka to me has done the worst job out of anybody right now associated with the Lakers organization. Because here's the thing, right? Like at the end of the day, we know that LeBron before Luka, ball dominant guy. I understand that they got AD, they traded AD and got Luka. Luka, another ball dominant guy. At this point, LeBron doesn't play great one-on-one defense. He's more of a help defender. He still get a chase down block every now and again, but he 40-something, played the most minutes in the league. Luka, like Masito said, like I understand that he doesn't play defense, but you gotta show more effort and you have to impact the defensive side somehow, some way. You can't be a liability all the damn time. Right? Like at the end of the day, I always use Steph Curry and I also use Allen Iverson. These guys are not dominant one-on-one defenders, but you can hide them and they got steals. They poke the ball. Luka does none of that. And then the biggest thing is the complaining to the refs. That is something that you can control. You can holler at the ref after the play. The next time people shoot free throws before time, like once a timeout is called, I'm not saying you can't complain to the refs, but don't let that impede the game. Because that shit hurts. And I will say this about JJ Redick. I don't think JJ is doing a horrible job because at the end of the day, he's not playing. And when you look at what their biggest issue is, right, is defensively, right? They don't have the guys on the perimeter. They don't have the rim protection that they need. But the biggest thing, right, like that I look at JJ for is what does the offense look like? And of course, again, you got two ball dominant guys, right? And really a third with Austin Reeves. Is the 3-point shooting percentage, because this league is 3-and-D. And I think that JJ does a really good job of getting open looks. And obviously a lot of that is LeBron. A lot of that is the magic of Luka, right? So I'm not going to give JJ all of the credit in that arena, but it's not like the Lakers don't get open shots. They don't hit them because outside of LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reeves, that's why they traded Gabe Vincent. That's why they got Luke Kennard, right? But Rui can't shoot threes like that. Nobody else on the roster can shoot threes. So they are hampered by the roster construction, which is why I give the biggest piece of the pie to Rob Pelinka. He's done a horrible job.
Yeah, can you correct me if I'm wrong? What were the expectations of JJ when he got the job after they fired what's his name? Darvin Ham? Darvin Ham.
Mm-hmm.
Was it not to be as good, if not better? What didn't people say like he was better than Darwin coming in?
Was he not?
Yeah. Everybody thought that. Everybody.
He got a better basketball mind for sure.
Yeah, okay. I mean nobody knew because he never coached before, so nobody knew for sure. But
they knew Darwin wasn't it.
Yeah, they knew he wasn't it.
My thing is that I feel like we're lowering the expectations of the Lakers based off of a GM who got Luka for a bag of chips and some Tide Pods. You know what I'm saying?
So the expectations. Like whoa. How we lowering the expectations?
Did I let you talk, FIFO? Can I talk?
Lord, this nigga, what is
my thing is, I'm not trying to hear Rob Pelinka. Lou, it was JJ and Luka. I don't know where y'all were bringing up another name. That wasn't in the question. That wasn't in the question.
It's a bad question. That's what we tell you.
It's a great question when it comes to accountability. The two big pieces that were going to be going after the LeBron James era, because when Luka got there and when JJ got there, it was not to be built around LeBron. It was to be a team that can move forward past them. So far, I would be scared of what this team looks like without LeBron, because there's clearly no leadership in this locker room outside of LeBron. LeBron is it. I be watching the press conference clip. Every dinner press conference, he talking about some like basically he's saying like, I'm trying to get niggas ready, and these niggas don't even showing no effort, no nothing. JJ be going on the damn press conference. He blame everybody but himself. And I'm thinking LeBron's legacy is already cemented. JJ hasn't proven himself, like you mentioned, Shelton. He didn't even have a coaching career, like a professional coaching career, until LeBron said put his resume up on top of the list. And Luka literally got kicked out of his kingdom because he was a fat fuck and he can't play defense. So when I'm looking at these two as the pillars of the Lakers franchise moving forward for the next 5 to 10 years potentially, the biggest blame to me right now is coaching, because they just got Luka, and no matter how whatever he's doing, offense or defense, they're not getting rid of Luka because he's all they got left. The person that should be coaching his ass off because his job is potentially on the line going into next season is JJ, and he's not doing a good job right now.
So what's he doing bad?
Defensively, clean it up. I'm not saying you need to be a top 10 defensive team or even a top 12, but shit, be at least top half.
No, wait, hold on. And
can I finish my point? Can I finish?
I thought you finished.
I
asked you a question. I asked you a question. You said they ain't got to be. You said they ain't got to be top 10, but they got to clean it up. And my question to you, right? You already answered it, bro. We don't need no further explanation. You already.
I wasn't gonna give you no shit. I was gonna finish my point, but go ahead. What you say?
Your point is invalid because you don't watch the games.
I don't watch the game. I don't watch the game. How do I not watch the games?
What the hell is JJ Redick supposed to do with what he has defensively? There's nothing, bro. You could bring Red R back into this motherfucker, bro. There's nothing that the Lakers are gonna do to be better defensively. They don't have the personnel.
He asking me something like I get paid by the Lakers to coach. All I said was for somebody who came in talking shit, and on top of that, who was supposed to replace a guy who took them to the Western Conference Finals, three seasons ago, and got shitted on it for it. And got shitted on it for being for his only accomplishment. They traded away AD to get Luka, and everybody applauded that deal, especially for what they didn't have to give up. So to me, Rob Pelinka, he good for the next 3 years.
Oh, that's nuts.
Yeah. What? He good for the next 3 years.
You sound crazy. You sound insane right now. You know that, right? You sound like a crazy person.
The reason why I'm saying that, and I can sound crazy, I don't care. The reason why I'm saying that, Lou, is because everybody knows that they need to move off LeBron. LeBron is in the way of them fully going into rebuild mode around Luka. So until that point, Rob Pelinka can't make no big moves like y'all asking him to, because the biggest asset LeBron's not going anywhere. If LeBron don't want to go, he don't want to go. He's literally not going to leave because
People, I can answer. That's not up to him. Okay. That ain't really up to LeBron. He ain't more powerful than the Lakers. If they wanted to move him, they could move him, and they should move him.
They just came
Rob
out as
being a bitch and let him stay there and do what the fuck ever he wanted to do. Genie wanted him traded.
People, I can answer your question though. Back to what my thing is like I said, is he's not making those role players that they do have any better. He has that Steve Kerr effect where you know he can be around stars, but what is he going to do with the guys that you need to step around and make the way the better teams, the good teams get better is they have those people that come in pieces and do their jobs better than what they were doing it before they got there. Okay. I don't see any improvement in those other guys.
So let's pause there. So we already said we don't expect Luka to play defense, right? Because that's just who he is, and we accept him for what he is, right?
He got to play better.
I want better effort.
Better defense.
100%. Yeah. Better effort. That's what I opened with.
Me, not better defense.
That's what I opened with.
Yeah.
He has to try harder, and you got to be able to be hid inside of a team defensive concept. Number one, right, for Luka. But we don't expect Luka to be a defender, correct? Right? That's
not locked down, but he has to play effort.
We don't expect him to be on an all defensive team at all.
I agree.
At all. Right, not even under consideration. All right, bet. Austin Reeves. He's not a defender, right? He's not known for that. Hold on. Yes or no? Did he get paid? Solid. Did he get paid to play defense? Yes or no?
We don't know why he got. I don't know why he got paid.
Oh my God, bro!
For me, FIFO, he should be all around.
Get out of here.
For me,
he's a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
he's a little bit of everything. Right,
a little bit of defense.
I give you that. Then you expect him to play defense
more than Luka.
I don't expect him to play defense. He didn't get paid for that. He didn't get paid for that.
He's supposed to be
no. He's a playmaker, ball handler,
shooter.
Not
3D. Not 3D.
He's not a defender, bro.
So he's a point guard. You say so? He's a point guard. He's Luka's point guard.
He's a big two. He's a big two.
Fuck all that. Y'all be just.
What do you mean? Fuck all that? That's what it is. That's how I know you don't watch the game. Hold on, I'm not making excuses. I'm going down the roster, bro. I'm not making excuses. Ruri. He's supposed to be known for defense, right? He don't get paid for offense. He get paid for defense. Yeah, you know how bad Ruri is? Ruri's bad this year. DeAndre Ayton. Is he known for defense?
Yes.
Or is he known for no
defensive rebounding?
No.
He should be defensive rebounding.
Shelton. No. When he was with the Phoenix Suns and they went to the finals, he was not a rebounder. He was not a shot blocker. He was a mid-range big, a rim runner.
Okay.
He's not a defender. Never has been.
Keep going.
He likes the IQ to play great defense.
Thank you.
That's what JJ comes in. What you making the point though? That's
what I'm saying. He's continuing to make my point.
No, he's never been that. You're expecting JJ to do something with people that they've never done that before.
You're going down every player on the roster, correct, and saying the things that they're not doing or that they don't have the ability to do or have shown. If you're going down multiple, if we're at like 8+ people that you're saying that about, that's a coaching issue.
No, that's a Pelinka issue. That's a Pelinka issue. It's a personnel issue.
If you can't get anybody, but
there's nobody.
This team
they didn't get anybody. They didn't get anybody that is quote unquote labeled a defender. Nobody on this roster outside of Marcus freaking Smart, which is already 2-3 years past his prime as a defender. Nobody here is labeled a defender, bro. Nobody. So what is you talking about? That's not a JJ Redick issue. So that is a
what accountability does he have on his team if he can't coach a team to play better defense?
He don't have the personnel to play better defense.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
You don't have the personnel. I just went down the You want Dalton Connect to play defense? You want Dalton Connect to play defense? You want Luka to play defense? Even the new guy that they brought in, he played defense like that? He played defense like that? Bro. Answer the question, bro. Everybody that's on that roster is an offensive guy.
Should this team be better than the fifth seed in the West with LeBron and Luka?
No. You know why? Because they ranked 24th in defense. To be ranked 5th in the West, to be 24th. No, I just answered it. I said no. Ranked 5th in the West, it is definitely an accomplishment because your defense is so horrendous. You're in the bottom third.
JJ Redick. It's really a credit to JJ Redick.
Thank you. Yes.
It's not a credit if we're the first part of this
sucks.
The first part of this question was the first part of this question was, are they gonna make it out the first round? Most of us are saying no. Exactly.
And that's not because this is a bad roster.
Last year when they got knocked out by Minnesota, people had the Lakers winning that series. I know that because we picked the series, and I was one of the ones saying y'all got Ant fucked up.
Yeah, and for me too, like I said,
this is 2 years that he has been shitty as a coach.
Yeah, you can have certain issues on teams, and defense definitely is an issue at this place. But it's like James Worthy said. Like I said, he said it best. There's no effort, and that's coaching. You got to still have effort. You may not have this or you may not have that, but nothing else matters if your coach can't get effort from his team. You need to be able to tell them guys on the
to that point. Jaylen, before you go, let me ask you something, Shelton, because I know you watch basketball. Doc, you watch basketball too, right? Like I can lean on y'all, hopefully. When we're talking about effort, right? Number one, effort has to come from within. That's number one. Effort comes from within. You have to want that. Number two, your best players set the tone, right? On all aspects of the team, whether it's being on time, whether it's offense, defense, respectability, all of that is set the tone by your leaders, correct? Luka and LeBron now, I give him the pass because he was once known as a defender. He's made all defensive teams. The nigga old as shit, bro. We was both born in 84. We old, bro. I give LeBron the pass. Luka's the other leader on that team, right? Do you think that the other players are going to follow that? You think organizationally they're going to follow, oh, well, shit, if Luka do it, come on, bro. You got to set the tone as a leadership. Now, again, can JJ do better? Of course. I'm not saying he's doing the greatest job, but to be 5th in the West with a number 24 ranked defense out of 30 teams in the NBA, or 28 teams, I'm not sure. I think it's 28. Soon to be 30.
It's 30 teams.
It's 30 teams. All right,
if you watch the games, you would know it's 30 teams that play.
Hey, that shit don't matter. I know that they ranked number 24, bro.
Okay.
And they're trash. And the fact that they're number 5, depending on the matchup, and depending on the matchup, they could win a first round matchup, depending on the matchup. But bro, this team, the way that it's constructed, they're not doing nothing. They're not a true championship contender. At anything, their championship is a first round win, and that's it. Go ahead, Jaylen.
You have something you want to respond, Nick?
No, people want to hear from you first. They tired of me.
For good reason.
No, they're tired of hearing the truth. That's what it is.
Nick, I don't get it, man. I guess for me, I don't get how you just put it on JJ. For me, it's not that JJ doesn't have any blame here. Not saying that, but you're putting it all at his feet. Like, this roster does not work, bro. On the defensive end, it does not work. And for somebody as a Knicks fan, like, when y'all didn't get over y'all didn't have the offensive push that y'all had, that y'all needed last year. Was that a coaching issue?
What round? You talking about the Eastern Conference round?
Yeah.
At that point, I mean, it's always been a coaching issues with Tom Thibodeau. When it came down to it, we all knew he was going to get moved eventually, unless he won a title. Which is why last year it seemed like it was a fucked up way to fire him because he took him to a place he'd been in 25 years. But at the same time, everybody knew it was his time to go because the roster itself, he couldn't elevate it past what it was supposed to be with all that talent. Which is why when I'm looking at the Lakers and y'all keep on saying this roster is shitty, it's not built to win and nothing like that. I'm like, I didn't ask if y'all was going if they was going to the NBA Finals. I'm just asking, can they get out the first round? Because with players like Luka Doncic and LeBron James, I'm thinking that's at least the first round team. Like you can get to the second round with that squad, with a squad with those players.
Because he asked you last year, was it a coaching issue?
I did already answer that.
No, you didn't. You didn't answer.
I did.
You started talking, but you didn't answer the question.
I said,
was it a coaching issue?
I said it's been a coaching issue because with Thibodeau, they leveled out because he couldn't get the best out of that talent. So he was going to get fired.
Last year, was that a coaching issue?
Hold on, Spike.
I asked what round of the playoffs because he did a good job to get to the East. And then I said, regardless, he had to be let go because he couldn't get him over the hump.
So with that said, if this Knicks team doesn't do anything this year, is it a roster issue or is it still a coaching issue because of the coach you just picked?
It's a coaching issue.
So you think your roster has been built enough to win the championship?
I think the Knicks have the best overall top to bottom team in the East.
Okay. Dang. I mean, I'm not going to argue.
That's what I'm saying. But going back to the Lakers, I'm not saying that about the Lakers. I'm saying that I think that team, this current Lakers team, is good enough to get out of the first round. Whoever they have faced up, they are good enough to do that. If they had the right coach, if they had the right coach, if they had the right coach,
what are you basing that on?
I'm basing on the top 4 seeds that they beaten. They're not beating.
I'm basing it.
But y'all beating OKC. Definitely not beating the Spurs.
They're not going to face OKC in the first round. Or I don't know where Houston is, but maybe Houston. But
even with your
Houston
point,
has issues.
Nick, you're saying because they have LeBron and Luka, they should make it out of the first round.
Yes.
Do you believe that the LeBron and Luka duo is better than the other 4 teams?
So right now, let's look at their potential.
7.
They be playing Denver right now. That's what they would be playing.
And they would lose.
And I think
they wouldn't be able to stop.
Denver.
Who's gonna stop Joker, bro? No, they have no one defensively that can even stop Joker.
Forget Joker.
Denver has the better duo.
Or Jamal. Like who's gonna stop him, bro?
Who gonna stop day 4? Who the team?
Aaron Gordon.
The teams
who they gonna stop? Who gonna stop Aaron Gordon?
Bro, nobody can stop anybody.
The teams that they will be facing potentially in the first round would be the Rockets, the Nuggets, and probably the Timberwolves.
It's the same issue with the Rockets too, bro.
No, I'm saying I'm saying this. They all to me can be argued of getting like whoever they face in that first round between those teams. All of them can make a case. I can get out. I can beat that squad. Even with the Lakers against Denver, because Denver does not have a good record against the winning basketball teams this season. You could check. They like 13-13.
You just looking at the records, bro. We talking about play, bro. We talking about matchups, and that's what matters in the playoffs, dog.
Yeah, playoff basketball is different.
Can I finish my point? I'm just saying the Nuggets are not as good as they used to be. Point blank period. The Rockets, even though I fuck with KD, are not as good as they were potentially maybe even last year. They have holes in that due to injury because big man Stevens is out for the season. They were going to really depend on him. But they still should be able to get out the first round. Same thing with the Timberwolves. They're not a good team like they were last year. They should get out the first round. All I'm saying is that with a better coach, I think the Lakers will be in a better situation.
Hold on, FIFO. Because even with that logic, bro, you're saying they're not as good as they once were. But they have superstars the same way the Lakers have superstars. And they have better pieces around those superstars than the Lakers have around their superstars. So why are they unable to get out of the first round? But you believe the Lakers, because even you said, am I wrong? You can correct me if I'm wrong, though. I believe that you said that KD is better than LeBron at this point, right? That in your rankings, right? You have KD above. Okay. So that's one person that basically moot point there. Who's gonna start Sengun, bro? Because obviously you're saying your point is based on the fact that these superstars should lift their teams above their mediocrity. That is what you're saying.
No, I'm saying the Lakers have a unique situation where they have 2 superstars. Houston only has 1.
Bro, Sengun is a great
player. Sengun is not a superstar. Don't even do that. Don't do that.
You don't have to.
And they got an all defender. They got an all defender that like goddamn Scottie Pippen out there.
Sengun a superstar.
I didn't even say that. Nobody said. You didn't even let me. Yeah, you didn't let me get that. Exactly. Exactly. Sengun is a top player at this point, bro. You can argue that. You can argue that all you want, and they have multiple pieces around KD that make them a defender, a better contender, bro. So what you saying to me, the logic doesn't make sense to me because these teams that you're saying they should beat are constructed better with the same logic that you gave me.
Hold on, Nick, because you already said your piece, and it's already getting dismantled.
I keep asking me questions and cut me off.
It already got dismantled. Don't worry about it. Just hold. Hey, Doc, I'm killing them with numbers, bro. You know what's worse for the Lakers for outside of their defensive rank at 24, 3-point makes at 25th. We're talking about an NBA that it's about defense and 3-pointers. And the Lakers are 24th on defense and 25th in made 3-point shots. Do you know where Houston ranks defensively, Nick? They are top 3 at number 3. Do you know where Denver ranks in 3-point makes, Nick? They're number 8. They're top 10. So I'm killing you with numbers because you're talking about the potential matchups that the Lakers have. And me and Jaylen, because number 1, we watch the games. Number 2, I'm giving you cold hard numbers. The Lakers have no chance against either one of those teams in a 7-game series.
I agree. I agree.
No chances is insane. When you have Luka and LeBron, that's insane.
People, I agree with what y'all saying, but what I'm saying is, I still think JJ holds a brunt of that responsibility. You coach those teams that's in front of you.
Does he have the biggest pie? Does he have the biggest pie?
For me, he does. Like I said, I think that as a coach, you still are responsible for getting your team to the next level. I guess being in 5th place is pretty good, but at the same time, I want to see effort. Like I said, I don't see the effort. I haven't seen it lately, which tells me that the players are not finding what they're trying to do.
2 games out of the 3rd seed. Yeah, acting like this team is completely trash, and I'm the only one who believe in this roster that's good enough to.
Nick is also the same nigga that would tell you a team with a great record ain't shit till they prove it to you. Yeah, he'll do that in basketball. He'll do that in football. He'll do that in every fucking sport. But now he want to use that as an argument because it fits the narrative that he's trying to paint right now.
Yeah, he just said about the Spurs, didn't he? You're right.
Yeah.
Hey, Sheldon, you already clued into what's coming up in this docket. What I said is this: the roster ain't that shitty. It's 2 games away from being a 3rd seed. All I'm saying is that the Lakers' issues are coach-related and not roster-related because if they're good enough to win these games, they should be good enough to win these games. Is that not making sense? Like they're not that bad. But JJ is holding them back. That's all I'm saying. Y'all want You'll see in the playoffs.
Well, don't worry about all that. What about Jaylen Brown? What about him as MVP? Is he a top MVP candidate?
Yes, he should be considered as a top 3.
And the reason being, more so than anything, is the fact that he has high ratings on both sides of the ball, defense and offense. Unlike most of the other players, I think he's the only person. There's only one person in the league that's averaging 29 points and in the top 10 rated defensively, and that's him. He's the only one. So in saying that, that's saying a lot. And to have this Boston team where it is with him as the leader, you got to put him as the MVP leader, if you ask me.
Leader?
Yeah, I think he's up there.
Number 1?
No, for me right now.
Who better than him?
I love K. Yeah, you know I love K, FIFO. But the only thing, like I said, is the fact that this Boston team, nobody expected nothing from him. And he's doing it on both sides of the ball. That's what gets me.
Cade, they're the number 1 team in the East. And Cade, you take Cade off that team, bro. And the same thing, I can make the same argument for Jaylen Brown. So I'm not saying that Jaylen Brown doesn't have this argument as well. You take Jaylen Brown off of this team without JT, they're going to be a great defensive team, and that's about it, right? So I can make the same argument, but there's less behind, in my opinion. Also, the organization has had a lot of success in terms of Boston for the last decade plus. You know what I'm saying? So like there's a way of doing things in Boston that garners success. They don't figure it out. Detroit hasn't. This last year was their first like real year of having some true success since Rip Hamilton and them boys. You know what I'm saying? And Cade is that guy. You take Cade off of this team, he's their playmaker, he's their leader, he's their scorer, he's their everything. Now, I will say this. I do think in terms of this conversation, I think Joe Mazzulla should be coach of the year because, bro, like Joe Mazzulla got them boys playing real good basketball.
That's a good argument. The Spurs coach, I can give him coach of the year too.
Yeah, he up there too. No, he up there too.
Yeah, go ahead.
I would say Jaylen is about third in MVP voting right now.
Who you got ahead?
Right now ahead, Cade for sure, and Shea should still be ahead. Shea still has the better record.
Out of here,
I agree with you.
Games has he played?
That's what I was gonna say. He's not gonna qualify. I don't think. I think he needs.
Jaylen Williams has been injured all season and not been playing up to par. Chet has been injured all season. They're still the best team in the league, and he's still playing at a higher level than any of them. As great as the numbers you giving me for Jaylen Brown, Shea's averaging more on better percentages. With if you said Jaylen's top 10 in defensive rating, I believe Shea is 11th in defensive rating. So I'm not gonna, and this is with the caveat that Jokic is really one of those players that like Mike, like Shaq, like LeBron should be the leading candidate every year. To be honest with you,
he can only miss one more game though.
Right, that's why I would have to take him out because
that's the only reason.
Miss one more game, and as far as we know right now, he's playing with a little bit of injury. So, yeah, Cade is going crazy right now. We gotta put Cade number one. Nobody saw Detroit as a 1 seed. This was really like the Knicks coronation season, right? With what happened with Boston and Indiana, this was supposed to be the Knicks season. So Cade doing what he does, playing as well as he's played in those superstar matchups. If you've been watching those games, he's risen to the occasion, going against pretty much every superstar that you can name of. So he deserves that respect. And also, there's always, in recent years, the narrative has been turned down a little bit, you know what I mean? Less Steve Nash type MVPs, but the narrative is on Jaylen's side, you know what I mean? Like, your best player goes out, somebody who, universally, most people said Tatum was better than him, and he's, done what he's done in his absence. Like, of course, everything is, the production, the narrative, you know what I mean? The record is there. So he deserves his respect. But I still would have him behind Shea and Cade because, Shea's just a better player, if you want me to be honest. So
I agree.
I think Jaylen, it's a race between Cade and Jaylen. Cade is still winning that just based off the fact that he ain't got nobody as a second option on his team. But Jaylen Brown has proven that he's reminding niggas, I was picked top 3 in the league when I came out of the college. Like, motherfuckers forgot. And we already know that most of us on this program kind of lean favorably towards him as far as being the true leader of that team. And he's proven that.
I just hate that the MVP race is always who's been the best player on the best team. Like,
that's how it's always been.
Not
except for the rush years.
But it shouldn't be. It honestly should be what the damn award is saying. Like what is your value? Like, how if I took you off this team, what the fuck does this team look like without you? But I think that's to FIFO's point about Cade, and I get what you're saying about it. But I feel like Boston would still be maybe a lower seed, but defensively because of Joe Mazzulla, but when it comes to Cade, like, I don't know what the hell Detroit would look like. So that's that. I think that matters, man. I know people keep saying SGA is a better player. Yeah, we get that. But also, Nick, who's the coach for OKC?
Some white man.
Someone. I guess he's a great coach, huh? He's amazing. He's an amazing coach, huh? It must be one of the greatest coach in the last 2 years. Does he have a great roster?
Yeah, he do. All right. He do. I don't know what that was. What did he ask you about? Jaylen came out here to agree with us because Cade is clearly the best. We all said he should be number 1 in MVP. And if you remove Cade off the Pistons, they trash. And they got the number 1 seed in the East. I don't know what their overall record is. I think OKC may be over on the NBA. But still, that's what the MVP is supposed to be. The best player on the best team.
Yeah.
All right.
Swear to y'all just like to argue with me. I be agreeing with y'all most of the time. Y'all come to the truth when y'all want.
You be saying the most crazy shit.
Hey, but just so y'all know, Detroit is 5-1 without K this year. So that may tell you a little bit more about that too.
That's the regular season.
Which I love. Like I said, I love.
I gotta see who they play in those
games.
Yeah,
you do. See. I love K, so I can't even argue that.
As you argue it.
Yes, I did.
But anyway, moving on. Shout out to Jaylen Brown. Congrats on the season. Seeing in the chat, they say Tatum coming back, so I guess he don't want people to forget about him. So
Tatum is doing some
he like, y'all not about to do this to me, man. He's like, I'm coming back. So y'all won't start talking this talk about Jaylen Brown, the better player on the team. Mm-hmm. So anyway, the Spurs, man, moving on. The Spurs, who are only 3 games back from the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, defeated the Detroit Pistons last night, 114-103. The Pistons currently hold the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Both teams are viewed as up-and-coming young contenders for an NBA title in the coming years. But between these two franchises, which one do you believe will reach a conference finals within the next 2 seasons?
Spurs.
Both.
Well, yes, but you have to pick one. You have to pick one. Because I don't disagree with that, Shelter. I do think both of these teams will make a conference finals in the next 2-3 years, 100%. But if I have to pick one, I'm picking the Spurs because of the guy that's in the graphic right there. That point, he's just different. And then also we got to look at this. Yeah, they're not they're not the number 1 seed in the NBA, or even in the Western Conference, but they done put BTA multiple times this year against that number 1 team, and we know this about the playoffs. It's all about matchups. Now, I do think they are a couple of mango seasons from a youth perspective, from really being the truly dominant team that they can be with the Spurs. But they've proven enough to me in the regular season, the way that they've played against OKC, that matchup that they have with OKC, because not everybody has a Stephon Castle. The other, what's his twin on the court? What's it?
Ron Harper?
No.
Vassell.
Vassell. Yeah. They got the same fucking hairstyle. Yeah. They look like twins out there. They like, not every team has a Champagny. Like, they have multiple guys that they could throw at Shea, and it throws their offense off. Chet is not a real. Let's be honest. Like, against Wemby got the upper hand now. You know, it was
Chet anything.
He turned into Sean Bradley versus
Wemby. He do. And that's why I'm caping for the Spurs in terms of this. But Shelton, I do agree with the Pistons, man. I think Cade is that guy. I think as long as you have some semblance of, athleticism, because he's a true maestro out there. You got some athleticism with Darryn. You got some shooting. You just have those key pieces. He'll make it work because he ain't a small guard, bro. This nigga's 6'8", looking like a small forward out there. So, but I'm taking the Spurs just because of Wemby.
Cook, brother.
No, I'm gonna be quick. I think it's Detroit, and the reason why I say that is I'm a lot more fearful of that West. Even though I love what the Spurs are doing, and I think the Spurs will be fine, I'm just a lot more fearful of the West in the playoffs. I look at teams like SGA and OKC, regardless as to what, we know they have playoff experience, and we know those guys step up big when it matters most. That's going to be a tough task regardless. But even get there, you got to get past Joker and Denver, and there's certain names that just stand out, that show you. We know Denver can get it done. We know they can. The Rockets got KD. It's just a lot more trees to go through on the West side than it is on the East side. I really feel like you got a Boston team that we know is without all at full strength, that's behind Detroit. You have New York, which I don't believe in the Knicks like that. I just don't. Sorry, Nick. Cleveland, we've seen what Mitchell does in the playoffs. Nothing. So I really don't. And Toronto and the other teams don't really scare me. Yeah, same thing. so they don't really scare me as much. I think Detroit can put it together, and you got veteran leadership on that side too. I just think this is the year where they just believe in themselves. And the series against the Knicks last year gave them, I think it gave them a little bit of confidence. So I think they'll be ready this year. We've seen them play the Knicks. I know it's regular season, but every time they play them, they got their number, and it's not look good. So that's their biggest threat, and I don't think they're scared of them at all. Whereas on the other side, like I said, the Spurs got some stuff to kind of get through.
You cooking?
You got their number.
You cooking? I think for the question itself, I think they both make the conference finals this year. To be honest with you, I think the Spurs win the chip first, and I think the Spurs not only win a chip, I think they win a couple chips first. They have everything. They got the super duper star in Wemby. That's the first recipe. You know what I mean? The generational, transformational talent. They already got it. As much as I love Cade, Wemby is different. Not only in his skill set and what he does and his impact, but just the positional nightmare, the matchup nightmare he poses. You know what I mean? How many people really have a player to go against Wemby? Even if you have the player like the Lakers, you might say Luka is on the level of Wemby, but if the Lakers play the Spurs, Lakers have nobody to guard Wemby, to give Wemby an issue. And he presents that issue with so many teams. They have the championship DNA. You know what I'm saying? The Spurs have been doing this since the 90s at this point. And I know,
Detroit ain't no damn championship DNA. They ain't won a damn championship in about 20, 15 years.
That's 10 years more recent than the Pistons, though. You know what I mean? So, they have the infrastructure. They have, they know what it's like to win. Even though it's been a little minute, they still have those guys in motion. You know what I mean? I believe in that a lot more than a franchise that is languished. The Detroit, from the end of the last era they had with the Wallace brothers and all of those teams, they were like the worst team in the league for a few years. You know what I mean? Like they had the Blake Griffin year, but they were missing the playoffs like a decade straight. This is really a shocker. You know what I mean? For what they're doing right now. So I got to give them that credit. I understand the East is a lot easier to go through, but the biggest issue in the West, the Spurs handle them, pretty easy in the regular season. I gotta say, you know what I mean? It's the biggest issue. You know what I mean? If and that's because of that matchup nightmare that I'm talking about. They got nothing to deal with Wemby when he goes on that 5-6 minute run where he's blocking everything and he's making every shot and he just goes crazy. You know those type of runs he has. So I have to, on top of even, the De'Aaron Foxes, the Stephon Castles, the Vassell's, they have those, those other players that can make an impact. They show when Wemby went out, they can still play. The Spurs are your best bet to be the next dynasty, if you want to be honest with you. Like, this is a pretty easy question for me. And fellas, apologies, I got to get out of here. I wasn't even watching the time. Salute to y'all for having me, but I got to get out of here, get over and handle a little bit of business. But salute to the chat. Salute to the fellas. Thank y'all for having me. Hopefully next time y'all have me again soon. Yeah.
Right, yep. Appreciate you coming through, bro.
Luke, go ahead.
What you got, Spike?
I think the Pistons because they're in the easier conference, but I think the Spurs will maintain their dominance more so than that. I'm not scared of no team in the East. I think Cade Cunningham is having a season where he can carry them to the Eastern Conference Finals. So if we're talking about who can make it to the Eastern Conference Finals first, I think Cade has the easier path. I don't know if Wemby has enough experience to make it through the West, and that's not taking anything against what I think the Spurs are going to be and what they're building to. But I'm not sure if they gonna do it this year, and I feel like Detroit can do it this year.
There's a lot of nonsense that's been spewed on this program tonight, and y'all just let Macias drop nothing burgers and then just walk away. To me, it's the Pistons. Just for the fact of they've actually been to the playoffs. The Spurs haven't even made the playoffs with Wemby yet. Technically, obviously, they will make it this year based off the seeding and how well they've improved from last year. But I don't know what Wemby looks like in the playoffs. we can't be knowing that for sure. We are going off of potential and high expectations, but I have to see it to believe it. And I'm not even sure that, you know, what Mace was talking about as far as them winning a couple of chips, and like I want to know when is that going to start, because they got to make the play. They got to be a consistent playoff team first, which they haven't proven, and we haven't even seen them make a deep playoff run. So I think Wemby is talented, and the Spurs are on a great trajectory, but it's just a little too early for me. With the Pistons, they got their they made their bones last year by getting their ass beat by the New York Knicks. And then this year, they've used that motivation in every Knicks game. If they played all the teams like the Knicks can, they would have the number 1 overall seed in the playoffs, but they don't, because they got their ass busted just last night by the Spurs. Because what B has told us in the chat, and what I realized when I was watching that game yesterday, is that they got a one-note team. And we've seen this before. This looked like a new version of the Chicago Bulls back with Tibbs and D Rose, where it's like, all right, D Rose can do all these things, but who else going to step up when they needed to? So I think Detroit is going to get out the first round. I don't know if they're going to get out the second round with this roster, and also depending on the matchup of who they face. Because if you ask me, Detroit versus Boston would be a very interesting series. But yeah, I'll lean towards Detroit making it to the Eastern Conference Finals over the next 2 seasons before the Spurs.
Hey, I just want to add some information that was said earlier. I know somebody said they needed to know who the teams was that the Pistons beat.
Without Cade.
Yeah. Chicago twice, Indiana, the Clippers, the Pelicans.
Okay. That answers it. And by the way, Boston was 4-1 without Jaylen too, so I gotta add that.
But I think people gassing up the Spurs too early, bro. Like let's give it time, bro. Let's give.
What do you mean, Nick?
Like the second team in the West.
Which game could be argued as overrated is the question.
Yeah, what are you saying, gassing? What does that mean?
Last year, weren't the Rockets the number 2 overall seed last year, Shelton, as a young team?
They were.
So and we said like that they're hitting their stride early for this team, but they still need time to grow and shit like that. They still don't even have a number 1 until they got KD. That's all I'm saying about the Spurs. Like, bro, they haven't even made the playoffs yet. Niggas is saying all this gaudy shit, and I'm like, bro,
they're number 2
to believe it first.
I just think for me, the Spurs are a lot more complete. I see this team. They're well rounded. You got veteran leadership, like I told you. You got a superstar in Wemby. We know what Wemby can do. You got a secondary player in De'Aaron Fox. I think De'Aaron Fox.
I don't think they got a
number 2. He was on the verge of being good. He was on the verge of being that guy.
Hold on, Sheldon. Mm-hmm. They don't got a what, Nick?
I don't think they got a number 2, bro. And I hate to say that because I fuck with De'Aaron Fox, but I don't think they got a number 2.
Stephon Castle's the number 2. What is you talking about?
If Stephon
That's how I know you don't watch games. Right. That's how I know.
Stephon is locking up anybody's number 1.
Anybody.
He's two-way, bro. He's locking up anybody's number 1.
That's what I was going to get. I was going to get to him, Doc. That's my
just
one.
Because you disagree don't mean you right. And second of all, what I'm saying is, who are we talking about, Sheldon? Who we talking about? We talking about De'Aaron Fox and who's Stephon? You talking about
Stephon
from Family Matters?
I love Stephon Castle, Nick. Hey, Nick. He grew up right down the street.
That's your number 2.
That boy balling.
That. So we going from Wemby to Stephon Castle. That's the number 2. Yes. That's what y'all telling me? Okay.
The once rookie of the year.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not. That's not crazy.
Nick, he ain't scared of nothing.
I'm not
y'all talking about my basketball tape.
Yeah.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying. Listen, I don't care.
You are 0 for 16 tonight. 0 of 6 from 3. You got 5 fouls. Like you.
I do all this because I have to keep it. I have to keep it a beam. And then when we come back to these conversations and y'all admit when I'm right, because I'm early on all this stuff. I'm always early because I see the forest for the trees. Especially when you're talking about somebody as tall as Wemby. All I'm saying is that y'all niggas think I'm crazy when I'm telling y'all what I see and what is going to happen.
So even though Stephon can lock up anybody's number one, did you see what he did last night?
I didn't ask. That's the thing. Y'all keep on trying to change the question from what I asked. Y'all think Stephon is a legit number 2?
Yes.
Yes.
Anybody that's seen him play with the Spurs knows he's a legit number.
Yeah. Okay. Nigga was rookie of the year a couple of years ago. What are we talking about?
So let me ask you.
He was a college blue blood. Like he's a number 2.
Let me ask y'all this question. Y'all got the Spurs going out the first round? Like they gonna easily?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know about easily, but they gonna win a series.
Easily. I'll say easily.
Okay. Let me see.
I'll say easily.
Ain't they the number 2 seed in the West?
No more than 6 games. It's no more than 6 games, bro.
Yes. I'll say that. I'm willing to stand on that.
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on a limb and say they're gonna beat the 7 seed. Or if they the 3 seed, they're gonna beat the 6 seed. Yes, they're gonna
7 seed is gonna be either Phoenix, Golden State, Portland, or Clippers, and
they're not gonna drop. They're not gonna drop. Okay. Because they're either gonna face the Sun, the Warriors, or the Blazers. So it don't even matter. It don't even matter. So, yeah. Okay, so they'll get out the first round. They'll get out the first round.
Yeah.
If they don't, though,
keep the tape.
No, nobody want to hear that. If they don't, it's the coach fault. If they don't, it's the coach fault.
I can't. No, I'm not gonna blame the coach because the coach got them the 2nd overall seed. They just have hit. They peaked early. That's all I'm saying.
So wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. So you're gonna give the coach. So you're saying you're giving the coach props, right? Like it's not his fault if they lose in the first round because they're the 2nd seed. But I just told you that the Lakers have the 25th best 3-point makes in the league and the 24th worst defense, and they're ranked 5th in a tougher West. But you want to blame JJ?
No, that's you're trying to compare 2 totally different situations. One, last year the Spurs did not even make the playoffs, so the fact that they're a number 2 seed this year says a lot about their coach. Last year. The Lakers were a first round exit, and this year they're expected to be a first round exit. They have not improved with a coach who you would say was better. That's what I'm saying. It's 2 different coaches. You can shake your head, but you ain't making no fucking sense with that question.
I think that having a healthy Wemby makes all the difference in the world. And like I said, this roster is constructed good from top to bottom. You got veteran leadership. You got Fox and Barnes on this team. You got players all over. Vassell playing well. They got a lot on this team to offer.
You know what Sam Presti learned it from, right? You know what Sam Presti learned it from, right? You know what organization he came from, right? Before OKC.
Yeah. The Spurs are stacked. Like they and
it's not like I mean Pop isn't in the best shape, but it's not like Pop doesn't still have influence on that building, that building.
They've been shitty for the last few years.
They have Nick. That team is stacked. Why you keep saying that they're not? That team is stacked.
They won
through 12.
They have Wemby. They have Wemby and a group of good guys. You don't want. So I'm asking y'all this question. In the West, all the rosters in the West, where do you have the Spurs ranked? They're just roster.
Two.
No, behind OKC.
Two for me. Roster wise, 2.
Go look at their roster.
Like I said, you look at what they.
I take Houston's roster over.
Bro, I'm done, bro. I'm done,
I can say you don't like
bro.
Top to bottom.
I can say that to you now.
Top
they
to
don't
bottom.
even have a point guard. Nick, they don't even have a point guard on their
roster. I'm talking about you take off the
Rockets don't even have a point guard on their roster, but you're saying they got a better roster than the Spurs. That's impossible.
You take Wemby and KD off their teams, and you saying roster wise, you still going with the Spurs over Houston?
Yes, by far.
They
have a better one. They got a better 2.
That's Spurs team.
They ain't got no 2.
Nigga, if you take the Rockets, he is
what not. What you talking
have
about?
Nobody to get them in the sets and plays. They don't even know how to run their offense. They all
wait. Spike, hold on, bro. Because I see we have to go down the list. So who has a better point guard between the Rockets and the San Antonio Spurs?
Spurs. Rockets don't even have a point guard.
That's not the argument that I'm making. You making up a whole different
No. We talked about roster, bro. We talked about roster. So we're going top to bottom. We're going top to bottom. Hold on, pause, my boy, because you already done did enough damage to yourself, dog.
You
already done did it.
I did not,
bro. Bro, are you
I said take off the best.
I
asked. You're asking me a question that I've already asked you. I said if you take out Wemby and KD, you said you would pick the Spurs. Right? That's it. I said I disagree. That's it.
But no, I understand. No. But I'm trying to shed light so that way you can see the error in your ways.
There is no error. I've already looked at these rosters.
No. There is. Let's go down.
I already answered my question.
Who has a better point guard?
Answered this question. Already answered the question.
Who?
Already answered the question. I don't know. I'm saying I'm picking Houston.
Who got a better point guard?
I'm picking Houston. Well,
why? Because if we go down the roster, if I go down player by player, you're gonna say that the Spurs have more guys. So that's what I want to do.
I've already seen the roster.
So then who has a better point guard?
The Spurs have the better point guard.
Who has a better two? Who has a better shooting guard?
The Rockets have a better go-to number two. Better than the Spurs.
No. I said shooting guard. Who is the Rockets shooting guard?
I didn't say shooting guard. I said number two.
I'm going down the list, Nick. Follow my lead, my boy.
I already told you. I already answered this question.
Who has a better shooting guard? Who has a better shooting guard?
I already said Houston.
Look, you sound like Pat Bondi right now, bro. Or
no,
Pat Bondi,
I've already answered.
You sound just like the Attorney General, dog. Like you don't want to answer shit because you know you're fucking wrong.
I'm not answering because I already answered the question. If I say Houston
Rockets
better,
wrong, and I want to go down the list because I want to hear the insanity. I want to hear the insanity.
You want to hear what you want to
hear. What two guard that the Houston Rockets got that's better than Stephon Castle? I want to know.
I'm not saying the number two is the two guard. I said second option here. You want to go down the roster? I'm like, that's fine. I already said the Houston Rockets got a better roster.
Hey man, listen. You don't listen. In my opinion, in my opinion,
rough night.
I think you know what? I don't know what the hell I think after talking to Nick tonight. I ain't gonna lie to you.
We should have knew what type of time you was on when you put that Olympic bullshit at the start.
We gotta cover sports. We gotta cover sports, Lou.
You setting the record. You have outclassed me tonight in not knowing basketball.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see how the playoffs is always proving me right. So we're gonna see.
They haven't.
They have. Just like you picked the Lakers last year over Minnesota.
Steph Curry still can't get his own shot, right? Okay, man.
I said the playoffs.
Get out of here.
Exactly. You bringing up old shit. You've been wrong hella times, so I can bring up your old clips.
But you've been wrong more than me.
No, y'all have
been wrong way more than me.
Bet. We could bet money who gonna have the best picks of the playoffs this year. We could bet money right now. Bottles or whatever.
Nigga, all you gonna do is add ChatGPT because I know you ain't watching the game.
I ain't sheltered.
That shit don't even matter, bro.
I pick who I want.
Fuck out of here.
Better bottle. Better everybody hear it now. Better bottle between me and FIFO picks. Yeah, nigga, keep shaking your head.
I'll bet on myself. I bet on myself. Nothing against FIFO, but I bet with me. I bet I'll have
I bet a bottle with every single one of y'all. We can bet about who got the better picks.
That way you ain't never coming back to Atlanta. That nigga ain't never
coming back. Y'all all gonna get the little y'all gonna get the little nips.
Well, that was it. The only thing left we have power rankings by FIFO.
Yeah. Shit. Man, this nigga Nick, boy, he got me hot. These are the top 5 teams. He got me hot, but the top 5 teams power rankings to win a championship this year. At number 5, Jaylen, I don't have mine pulled up. Just go ahead and whoever's hitting the button. No. Oh, okay. I see what you did. At number 5, contender I have is the Detroit Pistons. At number 5. At number 4, I got San Antonio. Obviously, we just talked about these two teams. I guess I should have Houston here because they got a better roster. At number 3, I got the New York Knicks. I do think that the Knicks are legit. I do think Detroit may have their kryptonite, but I think that Cat is really starting to round in the form. Hopefully, he gets over his playoff absence, but the rest of those guys are legit. So I like New York at number 3. And number 2, I got the Denver Nuggets, bro. Joker is is he a multiple time MVP? He's a multiple-time MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Already a champion. Aaron Gordon has, bro, like his game has evolved so much. He's literally their second or third best player every game. And Jamal Murray looks like he's back. And we know about playoff Jamal. We haven't seen it the last 2 years, but if he's that guy, to me, Denver's the second best team to win the chip this year. And at number 1, OKC, bro. They are the defending champions. They have a legitimate top 3 MVP candidate. They have the best point guard unanimously by Dead in Sports in the league today. They have battled some injuries. Yeah, I think San Antonio is their worst matchup. But outside of San Antonio, I'm picking OKC over anybody else. So I think they have the best. I think they are the most powerful team to win the championship this year. So that's my top 5.
I would switch 3 and 5 for sure. Like I said, the Knicks versus Pistons. I did have to look this up, but the Pistons are 3-0 versus the Knicks this season with an average win of 28 points. They won by 28 points every game. So I don't know how we can have the Knicks up that high.
Shelton, would you flip 1 and 4 based off that logic?
No, I would not. Even though I know the Spurs have played OKC well this year, I still wouldn't flip them. But I think Detroit, like I said, I just think Detroit has New York. The average win by 28 points, that ain't even close.
But it hasn't been. It's been inconsistent starting lineups with those wins. It ain't been like they've been healthy starters for starters all those matchups. So if you want to go off of that, that's fine. But I'm just saying it don't make sense to say the Detroit Pistons, who haven't won a playoff series, can go against the Knicks who went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
Yeah, and Shelter, my thing with putting the Knicks at number 3, even though, like I said, I know Detroit's definitely had their number. You look at who they played against everybody else. The Knicks, I feel, are a little bit more complete than what the Detroit Pistons are today. And that's the reason why I got them at number 3. I think, and they're battle tested. You know, Detroit, like they're just now clawing at that mountain. You know what I'm saying? I believe in them. Obviously, I got them in the top 5. But I think New York is more battle tested. I think New York has a little bit more moxie today, even though the average margin of defeat against the Detroit Pistons is horrible. But against everybody else, I've seen what I needed to see.
I think Joker doing a lot of lifting at number 2, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He really is.
He doing a lot of lifting.
But he they still deserve to be there because you still got Gordon when he comes. Is Gordon still out?
Gordon's. I don't know. I think he's right to the playoffs.
To FIFA's point about we ain't seen playoff Jamal in a minute. I don't think we gonna see him. That's what I'm saying. I don't think we gonna see him.
He's an all-star this year.
Yeah, he's played well this year. So I think he's played. Yeah, that's why I think he'll be back.
But it's always something around playoff time, bro. I mean, granted, even during the regular season, he's rarely ever showed. It's the first time that he's been consistent throughout the year in a minute. But it's just the last couple of years. I'm just like, bro, you haven't even shown up when we expected you to show up. So until then, I don't know, man. I'm not putting too much stock in him right now.
So Jaylen, I don't disagree. And he had a late ACL tear 2-3 years ago now. And because of the timing of it, and when he got back, he just wasn't right, and he hasn't shown up. I don't disagree. But this year, because here's the thing, right? Like prior to the last 2 years, we know that there is such a thing as playoff Jamal. Like we know that. So that being said, what I've seen this season reminds me of that Jamal Murray. So I'm just going with the overall history of him being a big game kind of guy, and me seeing like, oh, okay, it looked like he's back to normal. It looked like he could move. It looks like he's playing with a little bit more vigor than he has been, in the past. So for me, that's the main reason why I got Denver at number 2.
I just also don't think the Canadian bad luck is over either. I think Shea got lucky last year with Halliburton getting hurt. That's my honest opinion about the finals last year. But I think the Canadian bad luck ain't over yet neither. So yeah, Jamal on that list.
Yeah, for that. That's my power rankings.
All right. Well, Jarvis here. What up, bro? Welcome to the show.
Peace, fellas. Peace. Pardon the delay. I had to call a high school game. I double booked myself tonight, and I totally forgot about that. But Macito held it down either way.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
He was all right.
Apparently, he said a bunch of stuff, and he was like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah.
Sounds like my guy.
He didn't even allow for anybody to even counter his point. He was like, all right, well, y'all good. Y'all boys be easy, bro. But yeah, man, what you think about FIFO's power rankings?
I don't know. I really believe that there's a lot of faith, or I should say lack of faith in the Detroit Pistons when it comes to the New York Knicks. I think that Detroit, granted, they haven't won a playoff series yet. If we look back at last year's playoffs as far as how they walked in, they were a couple of bounces away from taking that same Knicks team to a 7-game series. That is a tough group. And when I look at the New York Knicks as a basketball team, I just feel like they're not unbeatable. I look at Detroit's situation. They have the size. They have the athletes on the wing. They have the right hard-nosed mentality. And when you look at the Knicks, if your best player becomes a defensive liability and they start hunting you down, and we know in playoff series, it's all about matchups. It's all about hunting matchups. We kind of saw Indiana expose Brunson in the playoffs last year as far as the entire Pacers offense was predicated on how can we highlight that particular matchup to where Tibbs was trying to get real creative hiding Brunson, offense, defensive substitutions, and things of that nature. So when I look at all of these things, I'm like, why are we writing off that matchup? Like, I don't think that that's a clear-cut victory for the New York Knicks. I don't even think, as far as being a New Yorker goes, there's a certain Santeria around a Knicks team. So you can never truly, if full-chested, pick that team to win because they uniquely find ways to lose games. You look at last year's conference finals once again as an example of them and that unique ability to be up a lot. The Garden is rocking. Somehow the Pacers walk them down and get them out of here. One of the craziest comebacks in playoff history. And again, we've lived through a couple of those, with Reggie Miller back in 95, I think it was, however many points in a few seconds. You cannot fully pick the Knicks to do anything in the Eastern Conference. I know we don't like James Harden either as NBA fans. He has a lot of negativity when it comes to playoff performance, and rightfully so. But if you're asking James Harden to be the number 2 guy behind a Donovan Mitchell, who's been eager to have a running mate next to him in a playoff scenario because Garland is not that guy, you can't write off the Cavaliers either. If Tatum comes back, you can't write off the Boston Celtics. There's a lot of ifs, and we'd all be drunk if it was a fifth. I understand all of that. But to just flat out pick the Knicks and say that Detroit won't get them out of here, I think is slightly ridiculous.
I didn't say
as of right
now.
Hold
on, I didn't say that. I didn't say that Detroit wasn't going to get them out of here. I just the power rankings is more that I think the Knicks are more favorited to win than Detroit. That's potential playoff matchup. And 100%, and the Detroit is like they're still on the up and up. We've seen New York make a run. Detroit hasn't made a run yet, so that's why they're number 5. You know what I'm saying? Just looking at the overall potential. Go ahead, Jaylen.
Hey, Jarv, man, you ain't got to tiptoe, man. You can say it. They soft. Just say it, bro. They soft.
I don't think the Knicks are soft. I just don't think that they're that valid. I think they're very beatable in the Eastern Conference.
That's every team in the East. That's every team in the East.
They're the Cowboys. They're the Cowboys of the NBA. That's what they are, bro.
Jaylen stole my thunder because I was going to come in and say,
go ahead. They're the Cowboys of the NBA.
Like he doing the football season, man. Like he sound like a Cowboys fan.
I'm just saying, like the Knicks are not alone in being able to win the East. I'm just trying to make sure I'm saying this. The Knicks are not alone in being able to win the East, but they are the favorites. That's all. That's anybody. You ask anybody, do they have holes? Yes. Can they play harder? Yes. Should Cat be more dominant? Yes. Does Mike Brown know the right rotations? No. But when you talk about the other teams, it's like you can pick apart Boston. If Tatum comes back, and that's a huge if, will that mess up the chemistry that they already got going, for one? And two, will he end up hurting himself again? Because we've seen it with Golden State, with KD, when he came back too early and he fucked up everything even worse. It took him about 2 years to recover. With Detroit, they don't have a number 2. And if they're not playing the Knicks, they are beatable as well. We've seen it. So it's just like, I'm saying, like, and the Cavs, and with the Cavs, to me, Donovan Mitchell can't save everything, and I don't think
he can't save himself.
Sorry, that's a little disrespectful. Donovan Mitchell in the playoffs has shown time and again.
I fuck with Donovan Mitchell, but I'm just saying, like, that Cavs roster last year wasn't healthy. This year it's in a better position. But do you trust James? Like you said, no one would ever trust James Harden as a running mate. Period, and that's his number 2.
You don't.
So then, what are we talking about?
We cannot. I'm gonna tell you what I'm talking about. You can't constantly run down old narratives in a situation where it's new. Like James Harden is not being asked to be the guy. He's. I mean, sit back up, because we already know that Donovan Mitchell is the number 1A option in Cleveland. If you want to play the narrative game, then why are we even playing the playoffs? Son, just throw the Cavaliers out in the first round. But in the situation,
we're not playing the narratives. We're playing the numbers.
Well, let me cook that. Nevertheless, what I'm saying is, in a situation in Cleveland, if you're telling me that with Darius Garland, they getting packed up, and you essentially swapped out Garland, a guy, I ain't hearing nobody else talking about Garland. You can't trust him either. Apparently, I'd give me my money, and I'll take James Harden in that same situation. If you're talking about players that we cannot trust, I'd rather go down with James Harden and Darius Garland. And if you're copying and pasting James Harden into a situation where Donovan Mitchell is the guy with that roster and that group of guys who can't play together, I'd like to see it. If we're just writing it off, then why we playing?
No. It's not about writing it off. It's about look. If you don't know what happened in your past, you don't know. You know what I'm saying. You'll be surprised what happens in the future. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about James Harden that we know is that when the pressure cooker gets, you know what I'm saying, a little too hot, he don't even want to shoot the ball. He has more turnovers than assists. No. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, that matters.
You said has he ever did what now?
Hold on. He played with CP3, and CP was still in his prime.
He got hurt.
Okay. He played with Dwight Howard. Look, James Harden
I ain't gonna let you do that.
Look, all I'm saying is
now we're starting to understand what I'm saying.
My point is this:
a bunch of stars, and none of these guys.
So what happened in Brooklyn? What happened in Brooklyn?
And Philly.
Kyrie quit.
I don't trust Donovan Mitchell either, though.
But he still had KD.
In Brooklyn, he was injured. Kyrie Irving had an ankle.
Jarv, we don't.
Are you gonna let me talk? Or you just gonna talk over me? You asking me questions.
I already let you talk. It's my turn to talk. I'm talking.
I really spoke. Every time I speak, y'all cut me off.
You know, whole soliloquy about New York.
Now let him finish. Let him finish.
First person was Nick. Now it's you. I don't understand.
Go ahead.
No, all these players you named when are not Donovan Mitchell in the playoffs. You talking about what happened in Brooklyn? What happened in Brooklyn was Harden had a hamstring. Yes. Harden had a hamstring, could barely move. Kyrie had an ankle, could not play. Kevin Durant's toe was on the 3-point line. All of these events took place. Chris Paul got hurt the year they had a historic season in Houston. Ironically, no one talks about the year Harden did not show up, but his running mate hamstring fell off in Game 5 of that series. Correct? Yes. Joel Embiid is not to be trusted in the playoffs. No. Kawhi Leonard constantly gets hurt in the playoffs. Yes. So if you're telling me if the history shows that when he's been the guy, yes, Harden hasn't gotten it done. We know that. But now he's next to a player who wants all the smoke. All he has to do is show up. Be a B option. Not even a 1B, just a B.
Hey, Jarv, I know why you was late. You was bailing out a whole bunch of people before you came on, huh?
Not at all.
Yeah, you are. Look, at the end of the day,
but like you being real safe about saying you.
I'm not being safe. I'm being honest about James Harden. James Harden
for Donovan Mitchell.
James Harden has never taken his team over the top.
We know that already. He doesn't have to do it.
Hold on now. You spoke right now. It's my turn. Right. Is it my turn now? Okay,
absolutely.
Bet. So look, at the end of the day, this is what we know about James Harden. James Harden has never taken his team far in the playoffs or over the top when he needs to, right? And even if you're the second option, look, and this is how I look at superstars, all-stars, all of that type of stuff, right? If you're a second option on a championship level team in the playoffs, I need you to show up 4 games out of 7, right? If you're the number 1 player on a championship team, I need you to show up 6 out of 7 games. Like I need you to have one of those. You know what I'm saying? Like you're the guy. When we look at some other teams, because Spike, I see you make the faces. When we looked at the Miami Heat, right, when they had LeBron and D Wade, Bron was there. He played good all 6 out of 7 games. D Wade, we just need you about 4 times. Like we need 4 great performances. The rest of it, Bron got it. The others got it. You know what I'm saying? The others got to have one good game.
That's so disrespectful to D Wade.
Yeah, that is.
I made that face because I thought it was
Jesus Christ.
You just got to go with the flow,
I only made that face because I thought the main star got to show up 4 games. In the 4 games, you win. The other star show up 2 games. In the 2 games, you know what I'm saying? If you don't win one of those 4, then they make up for it. That's the only reason I made that face. I don't know nobody showing up all 7 doing that thing.
I said 6. I said 6 out of 7. 6. I said 6 out of 7.
But that's LeBron, Mike, Kobe. Like that's that.
Steph. We seen KD. We seen KD do it. KD's been on that type of run. I'm just saying that the elite.
I seen KD dominate 4 games in the series. I seen Steph dominate 6.
He had an off series.
I ain't gonna take nothing.
And he's like had an off series.
I seen Kawhi dominate 6 out of 3. Yeah, like there is a very elite group that's gonna do 6 in the game.
And all I'm saying is that James Harden is a 2-time MVP. James Harden got multiple 50-point and 40-point triple doubles. One-time MVP. But shit, he's been in the top 3, top 5 multiple years, right? Like James Harden in his prime, he was one of those guys. So all I'm saying is this: is that the history has shown us that James Harden, when the pressure is on him, regardless, 1, 2, 3, it don't matter. He show up short.
That's why I agree. That's why I agree with Jar FIFO. If I got James Harden as my 2 now, I need Mitchell to show up 4 to 5 games, right? I only need 1 to 2 good games in the playoff each series out of James Harden. If he can't do that, then we can talk about him. Like he ain't never been in a where I only 1 to 2 games, bro. 1 or 2 games.
I don't trust either one of them. In the biggest factor for me is what Evan Mobley is going to look like when he comes back. But I don't trust Donovan Mitchell or
Evan Mobley.
What has Donovan Mitchell done for you to say that you don't trust him? He's never not shown up in the postseason.
Just those Utah years, man. The times when you needed him to be that guy, he wasn't that. He just never was.
He had nobody to help him.
He couldn't get over the hump.
He had nobody
in
to help
the Western, aka the Western Conference. There's a lot of humps you got to get over, and if you don't got the roster to do it, you're not gonna do it.
Yeah, and
what you about to say?
No, I just agree with FIFO about the. I'm about to jump off, but I just agree with FIFO. I just wanted to say, I wanted to apologize to the lady in the chat that's here for Nick tonight. He didn't give you his best game. He was trying to get some hot takes and he thought he was going to show out. But he will be better next week. I'm going to talk to my boy later on, and he will be better next week. I promise you.
I love the fact that I love when it's me against the world, because whenever I'm right and I will be right, I'll be vindicated in the playoffs. My thing with Jar
is actually you versus your takes.
You got to stay out and get some shots up.
You versus your takes.
Jar, I wanted to address what you said about you came in here talking about Garland for Harden is like it should be more improved and stuff like that. To me, that's just like.
See, now you about to say something ridiculous.
Hey, Lou, when he said that to me, I was like, bro, it's like saying, bro, I don't mess with prostitutes, but I fuck with hoes. It's I'm saying the same thing. They both not
saying that Donovan Mitchell, James Harden's on the same level as Darius.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Disrespectful.
You're
intimating that. You're insinuating that.
No. All I'm saying is that when we're talking about reliability, you were saying that if I'm going to go down with the ship, I'd rather go down. I'm like, that's not really saying much. If we both go, the ship going down, nigga, we lost. So it don't matter how you lose. So that's why I'm saying, like, when you're looking at the Cavs roster
as a second option, James Harden is the better option.
Regular season, yes, because I know a lot of people are a lot of people. We don't know what this version of James Harden postseason Cavs yet, so we're assuming that's going to be good. But what I'm saying is that we've seen so much with what Donovan Mitchell can do. I don't know about relying on James Harden to take him over the top is smart, because we've never seen James Harden help get anybody to the finals outside of his OKC days, and he was the third option at that point.
Best take you had all night, Nick.
And I fuck with Donnie though. I'm the biggest Donnie Mitch fan here.
In the 2 best scenarios that James Harden could have, quote, led a team or been part of a finals run, the players around him disintegrated. That's the facts of the matter. And Harden's not even my man's. I'm just calling it what it is.
But you listed so many teams, bro. Doesn't it get to the point where it's like, all right, bro,
what teams I list if the proof is in the pudding? Everything that we talked about.
It's imaginary pudding.
What team? All right, Nick, serious question. What team has James Harden been on in a situation where you could say, outside of the scenario in OKC that kind of don't count anymore? That's yesteryear. Throw that out, right?
How did he do in that elimination game last year?
I would say with Philly, I would say the team he should have been.
You think that Philly team was legit? Like as Hoop fans, all 6 of us.
He wasn't legit.
I'm saying
when they needed him the most, he didn't show up.
I didn't believe that Philly team.
No. I'm saying like that Philly team was in position to win some games, especially against Boston, bro. The fact and there was Sean, what was one of those games that he didn't show up? So he showed up for like game 6, but game 7 he was
the last game.
You believe in a team that's led by Joel Embiid?
You asking me the team?
I think what they're saying is that they're saying is that was before Joel developed the narrative that he has now. I think what they're saying is that year was the year if James Harden would have did his part alongside everybody else, which he did not, then it would have been a different result.
That particular season, Joel Embiid showed up in the postseason. Why are we not talking about Embiid?
He never.
He's not on
this conversation isn't about Embiid.
What I'm saying is the point of the matter is because the thing is y'all talking about narratives. All of y'all know hoop, right?
Yes.
Y'all trust the rest of the 5 of y'all. Y'all trust Joel Embiid?
No.
So then what are we talking about with James Harden?
Because James Harden didn't do it.
Exactly. No. But Jar,
y'all trying to cherry pick.
Let me give you
no. We're not cherry picking.
I'm gonna give you.
I'm gonna give you. Why are we pointing at James Harden?
I'm gonna tell you why.
James didn't perform.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why.
He's not the star of that team.
25 in the elimination game, he had 7 points on 2-phase shooting. 24 elimination game, he had 16 points off 5 for 16 shooting. 23 elimination game, he had 9 points off 3 of 11 shooting. 22 elimination game, he had 11 points off 4 for 11 shooting. He's never showed up when it matters most. That's my point with James Harden. That's why I can't rock with him. You see it every year. We know it don't matter. I don't care who's injured, who's hurt. We know James Harden is not going to give you what you need down the stretch. We know that. He's proven it. And D-Mitch is going to need his help, and he's not going to give it to him. He hasn't yet.
And Jarvin, this is the thing. Jarv, you want to shift the narrative to Embiid, which on this program we've talked about how bad Embiid has been, and I've said he's been unserious in serious games, right? So we've given that to Embiid already.
I'm not familiar with that.
No, I understand. No, I get it. So you know what I'm saying that's why I'm letting you know. But at the same time, when you are either the best or the second best player, I need you to show up.
Yes,
and that's the point that we're making to you is that James Harden has been the second best player on a bunch of championship contending teams. And when those teams needed him, regardless of the star player, if Joel Embiid didn't play well, bro, I need you to score 23. Like my thing is don't be a reason why we could say that that they lost the game. Because if James Harden would have had 25 points, regardless of the shooting percentage, if he would have had 25 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds, that wasn't on James. But he's never given us that in those moments. And the same with Embiid too, right? And the same with some other people too. But James is in that bucket. Like you haven't shown up, regardless of your other teammates, bro. Because you've always been a top 3 guy on every roster he's been on, including OKC. Top 3. He's never been number 4 yet. He's not at that point. He declined into that point.
What I'm saying is, just for the sake of clarity, let me just say this. For the sake of clarity, I understand what you're saying, and I'm not disputing that. I'm not here to. My guy's in the rafters. 24, Kobe. Trust me. Like I understand that James Harden has come up short, right? Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is this is his best situation around him, and I believe that in this Cleveland situation, outside of the Houston year where they probably beat Golden State, this is the best situation that he's had.
But Jarv, is this your fandom talking, or is this
I'm not even a fan of his?
It is.
Because if we're looking at the numbers, then there's no reason why that you should be believing in James Harden.
Why not?
This is the best situation, but it's the worst James Harden.
Huh?
This is the best situation, but it's the worst James Harden to me. You're not at that peak that you were when you needed him the most. Now
I think
he still has to get it done. If you couldn't get it done, then why couldn't you get it done now?
Things that y'all were expecting.
Along with James Harden, with the head of the snake being Donovan Mitchell, I think this team needs to be talked about in the postseason.
Go ahead, Spike.
I agree with Jarv. I think the things that we expected from James Harden and that stuff, y'all right. He didn't come to bat. That's absolutely right. But we're not expecting that of him now in Cleveland. We're expecting more from Donovan Mitchell. Like from what I expect from James Harden with this Cleveland team, There's no doubt in my mind he will be able to get it done. I don't care about the past playoff experiences. It's just because the bar ain't that high. It's not that high. James Harden is a really good basketball player. But so if you're telling me going into the playoffs, I got Donovan Mitchell who's doing his thing and James Harden in the passenger seat being Robin, yeah, I'm cool with that.
Who gonna guard Cade?
But it's not even that show. He's been a number 2 since Houston. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we've seen him in number 2 roles. Jarvis been saying that those roles or those situations were not ideal because of injuries or whatever the fuck or COVID with the Brooklyn. But I'm saying is that how many times like we've never given a basketball players like 5 to 6 years of grace because the situation wasn't right.
Grace. See, this is the thing. Y'all not having 2 different conversations. I'm not talking about grace.
I'm not giving him grace.
Right.
I'm just saying he can do this.
And the talent that they have at every level, including bench players. If you're telling me in a 7-game series, I got to deal with Donovan Mitchell, right? Strong side, weak side. On the weak side is James Harden. Teams have to decide how they want to help against these 2 wing players. Then you have shooters all over the place. You have a quality rim runner in Jarrett Allen. All of these components combined, it makes them very difficult to defend. So I'm saying in that situation, in a 7-game series, if we talking about narratives of James Harden as a show, cool. But as far as basketball goes, this is a dangerous team. That's all I'm saying.
And I'm saying
just answer this question real quick.
Talk to me.
If James Harden doesn't show up and the Cavs don't go past the second round, would you be surprised?
No.
And let me ask you a question, John.
If a dog barks, if he doesn't show up, right, I'm gonna be surprised. What I'm saying is I'm expecting this situation here with the star player and the collection of talent. Talk about the rest of the Cavs along with James Harden. This is a team that we got to talk about. If they've shown us flashes with Darius Garland as the second option, and you're telling me we swapped out, we didn't have to give up nothing else, just Darius Garland, and we're getting in James Harden with that collection of talent, with the head of the stake being number 45, and the way you have to defend them, the basketball of it all, this team is live. That's all I'm saying.
Let me ask you this question.
If you're talking hoop, is this team not live as a currently constructed roster? Are they not live?
Can I ask you a question real quick? But if the Knicks face the Cavs in the playoffs, who do you got favorite? Based off which, because you said all that rah-rah shit about the Cavs, so I just want to know.
I'm gonna take the Cavs. I got Detroit coming out the East anyway, so it don't matter.
I didn't ask about Detroit.
I already answered your question though. I
know. I'm just saying that's wild. That's wild.
Like you want to argue, gang? Like I'm just talking hoop.
You a Knicks fan though, Jarvis?
Nah.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Okay.
Yeah, he said like Kobe.
You a Lakers fan or you just was Kobe fan?
My team's sorry though.
Who your team?
The Lakers. Not a good team.
Real quick, who do you blame for being sorry? You said they're sorry. Who do you blame? Is it coaching, Luka, or who?
It's a combination platter with the Lakers, man.
But if you had to get a biggest piece of the pie, if you went to GM,
don't say nothing.
I'm just asking if you went GM, coach, or Luka.
I'll be leading the witness with y'all questions.
I'm just asking. I ain't saying nothing.
I try to corner you, but the Lakers.
No. I just want a genuine answer. If you I'm gonna
give it to the GM by way of roster construction, but the truth of the matter is, it's 23. You know, and it's nothing it's not his fault. He's 41, right?
Thank you.
I'm like I'll slander LeBron for fun, but the truth of the matter is, you know, I've been saying it at work. This situation with Luka and LeBron is kind of like you got your wife and you divorced her, then you move the new shorty into the crib, and wifey still live at the crib with the new shorty. Yep. That's kind of where we at with the Lakers right now. Like LeBron making $50 million, makes a lot of business decisions on defense. There's not a lot of synergy. I was watching this, even just watching a Celtic game on Sunday. The ball doesn't move. There's no synergy on offense with the Lakers. You got one guy in Luka who likes to pound the ball. LeBron James likes to pound the ball. Austin Reeves wants to get downhill. There is the roster construction is poor. Part of it is who knew Luka Doncic would fall in their lap. If you got a GM on the phone saying, just give me AD and I'll give you Luka, you're supposed to say yes to that, right? But at the end of the day, we got to play this out. The minute the Lakers didn't offer LeBron an extension, the reality that the matter is this season was a wash because there's no way you're going to win with LeBron James at 41, Luka Doncic. So you have 2 minus players on defense. It's the truth of the matter. LeBron doesn't defend like that anymore. Luka's a cone, right? You're asking Austin Reeves to be a high IQ player on both sides of the floor. That's a 50-50 situation. Then you have a moron at center in Ayton. He's Kwame Brown reincarnated. Not good. We don't have a trustworthy wing. We don't have a trustworthy power forward or a forward who can stretch the floor. This team is just not if you take off that $50 million player in LeBron James, which will be next season, and you split that money up across maybe 2 players, and you keep Reeves, you keep Luka, then we could talk about winning the games in LA. But right now, the season is a wash.
So you're saying that because Rob Pelinka can't move LeBron James, that's why the roster is what it is?
Yes.
That's a strange way to frame that question.
Well, I'm asking because you're
trying to lead you into
some
shit.
Right, like I don't like that. Like,
I'm asking for clarity because you said we have a $50 million problem in LeBron James. I'm asking why weren't they able? So like, why wasn't the GM able to move off LeBron? Or is LeBron still
what do you
powerful?
Mean by that, Nick, you don't move off of LeBron James. Come on, man.
So LeBron has enough power to still force it or to.
He has a no trade clause in his contract, bro.
But I'm saying like you
couldn't. They already talking about bringing him back.
I'm saying they couldn't convince him to remove, like to let go of that no trade clause.
Why,
brother? The relationship with the Lakers and Clutch has been toxic since 2022. Okay, there is no real working relationship between the two sides. They just here, okay, and that's just the reality of the situation.
But even what you trying to hint at, Nick, I still blame Pelinka for that because that's his job. I know you got a no trade clause. He the GM. He got to get LeBron in the office and be like, "Look, bro, I'm trying to figure some shit out."
What are you trying to tell LeBron that? I'm not even a LeBron guy.
No, I'm not. Look, Jarv, I'm not disagreeing with you. I understand the power that LeBron has, but as a GM, you still got to be able to have that conversation and be like, "Look, bro, you don't work for this team." And LeBron James, being a basketball mind, should be able to sit down and have that conversation with the GM and be like, no, I understand what you're saying. It's on the GM to be able to present that case to somebody like LeBron James. That's his job.
And he's not going to listen to him because for LeBron James at 41 years old, whose title winning years are behind him, his value right now is wearing purple and gold when it comes to business.
Yes,
he's not going to listen to
that. That's what I was.
I'm gonna make an offer he can't refuse. We finna get one of those Pablo Torre deals going.
I'm LeBron James, you Rob Pelinka, bro. Get out my face.
That's what I was
Get out my face.
Ken, look, even after you say that, I'm gonna be like, Ken, look, I got this sweet deal. You're gonna be able to make way more money, more money over here than you is right here in LA. I got this company
not like offering LeBron an extension. Just that right there was loud enough. I don't think that's getting reported enough by the people who have the pens. If you're not offering LeBron James an extension, you're letting the world know that this is a wrap. We're just playing it out now. This is a long divorce, but we're just playing out the string.
That's why I wanted to get more clarity from you, Jarv, since you tied to the Lakers like that. Why does the LeBron? Is it to Ken's point? LeBron only wants to stay because his brand is as big as the Lakers at this point, and that's the only place to showcase that.
LeBron, it's a fickle situation. We didn't offer him an extension, and he got sciatica for a couple months. Like it's weird over there. If you can't see that, I can't help you. You know, it's been a cat and mouse game, weird relationship. The Lakers start off pretty good, no contract extension, sciatica. Rich Paul saying weird things on podcasts. It's toxic. It's very toxic, that relationship.
And in spite of all that, Jarv, Nick, Lou, Shelton, and FIFO, they said they will welcome him back if he wants to come back.
That's breakup talk, man.
Yeah.
If he.
Yeah. So in spite of everything we just said, if he wants to come back, they'll be like, all right. That's what they're saying. Right. We don't know if it's true, but that's what they're saying. So, and maybe that's just to play, to make sure things are covered in the media so they don't look crazy out here.
Right.
Yeah. So, but anyway, yeah, appreciate you showing up, Jarv. Came in through a grenade.
Give me a hot, didn't he?
I was late. You know what I mean?
My bad. We be over talking each other a lot, so we throw off our guests.
Right now, man. That's what it felt like. You know what I mean? Real quick little argument while we get the fade. You
want to stay for the super chats?
I mean, I got time. I'm here.
Yeah, it's it's really nothing. We just got Nick is Lou light skin or paper brown bag, bag brown.
Look, why is Nick the expert in this? What the fuck? What the fuck is happening, right? Is this nigga is you from the motherland? You supposed to be able to tell me what type of black I am, nigga?
I don't know what the hell Lou is actually.
I don't know either, Nick. I've been trying to.
You were listening. This came from Mr. Mike Stallone. Mike kept saying that I was light skinned. I told the nigga I'm not light skinned at all.
What do you consider yourself?
Paper bag brown.
You say paper bag brown? I swear you was a racist white man in your past life. This nigga refer to himself.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Well, I want to ask you this. So you clearly see yourself as brown skinned. Are brown skinned black people technically like are they on they consider the dark skin side, or is that its own section?
Whoa, this is own section.
Yeah,
this is own section.
Okay, I don't know if I heard that right. Hold on.
So like, is it three spectrums of black people as far as is it light skin, brown skin, dark skin, or is it just light skin and dark skin and just various degrees of light skin?
It's three boxes.
Okay,
it's 3 boxes.
Why'd you have to extra syllable to that word?
Because he's dark skinned. Dark skinned people say dark skinned it.
What? I'm saying that. I got a homeboy that would say Lou belongs with the dark skins.
I'm cool with that. Just don't put with the light skins.
Hey, you know what's funny about that, Lou? I went to college. Where I went to college at, you know, it depends on what part of the state you're in, whether you light skin or dark skin. Well, I'm at home, I was considered dark skin because my family is so light. But where I went to college, because they're so dark, I was considered light skin. Yeah, so it's the bottom. So you can be both, Lou.
Yeah, it's South Carolina means different.
Yeah.
Let's go, Birdman. Let's go, Birdman.
No Boosie disrespect. Go watch it, Nick. Up north as
y'all niggas got Boosie fucked up.
Nick, he still ain't named 5 songs.
Jarv, can you name 5 Boosie songs off top right now?
He's from New York. Don't even do that. Don't even do. That's like asking me to name.
That's not fair. That's really not fair.
Asking me to name 5 Mobb Deep songs. Like, I don't. What are you talking about, Mobb Deep?
I mean, I can't name 5, but I'll never talk crazy about Boosie. I understand his impact and what he means to the South, so I would never.
Shout out to Boosie. I'm just saying, a GOAT is crazy.
He's not a GOAT.
He's definitely a GOAT down south.
He's a Southern GOAT.
Boosie is not a GOAT, y'all.
In the South, he's not a GOAT.
Yes, he is.
No,
y'all niggas tell me Prodigy and Havoc are GOATs.
Yes,
then, yes, nigga, Boosie is a GOAT.
He's an all-time great. What we doing here?
What we talking about?
Lou,
exactly.
name the 5 songs, Lou.
You want me to name 5 Boosie songs?
Yes.
Set it off. I remember. Wipe Me Down.
You don't.
That's it.
I got 5 Boosie songs. I just know y'all can't confirm them because they gonna be deep cuts.
It don't matter.
My niggas, my struggle. Like I listen to Boosie. Like I can name 15.
You listen to the new one he just dropped?
Nah, I ain't talking about that kid. I ain't talking about like I don't listen to new Boosie. I listen to like regular Lil Boosie. I ain't listening to Lil Boosie social media star. I listen to
Boosie?
when he was a rapper for real. Now he like a social media dude and a rapper. Like I don't listen to that now. But yeah, in his prime when he was putting out there,
Wipe Me Down, changed lives. I ain't
That's a club song too.
That's a club song. That is a club song. That is a club song.
Yeah.
Last one we got just came in. Hurry Up and Buy from Limart to Long Beach. Now the soul in LA wants LeBron here still. We need to take his ass back to Cleveland and take the son with him too.
That scrub Bronny and his receiver hairline with him.
It's so funny how Lakers fans talk about LeBron and his son, bro. From Manny, like everybody, all y'all talk about him the same way.
We went to war with LeBron fans for like however many years. Then this guy put the uniform on. It was always gonna be weird. You know,
it took over too.
So the chip don't mean shit to y'all.
Oh no, we took the chip. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hands down. You did right. You did right. One of my favorite Laker fan moments was that weekend right before the pandemic when we beat the Bucks. Then everyone said we couldn't beat the Clippers, and Braun showed out in Staples that Sunday game right before the shutdown. That was a hell of a moment. That was his welcome to Laker moment, you know, and we would have won the chip. I think But then again, Laker fans get mad because they tried to blame Rob Pelinka for the Westbrook trade, and that was clutching them. That ruined the team. That group, if you leave that group together, not the group that won a chip, but the group the year after that when Braun broke his leg, that team was strong, and they threw it away for Russell Westbrook. So
they should have brought back Caruso. That was amazing.
There you go. Run the group back. The next one I think got their big three. They panicked, said we got to get Westbrook. You traded good parts for Russell Westbrook, and it was never going to work. Russell Westbrook is not a guy. I don't know if anybody's a Westbrook fan. I'm sorry, but he's not a guy that you can put next to LeBron James. He's not even to me a truly winning player. If you're trying to win championships, if you're serious about championships, you can't have Russell Westbrook on your team. I'm sorry.
Agreed.
Come on, bro. He went to the finals with OKC, bro.
That was 2012. And KD was the face of the organization.
That was also the last time James Harden went there. You was caping for him just long ago either.
Listen, and you feel the opposite of how I feel. We could disagree, Nick. It's okay.
Nah, but Job, I agree with you. I've been saying it for forever. It'll be tough to win a championship with Russell Westbrook and his play style. Especially at this point, right? Like when you're younger, huh?
That's why he's in Sacramento right now, right?
Exactly.
Siberia. NBA Siberia is what I call that.
100%. Because if he was a winning player, he'll be in the winning organization.
He was good with the Nuggets last season.
And the Nuggets said, no, thank you.
Exactly.
Nah,
they could have brought him back, and they said nah.
Yeah. And didn't win. Didn't win in 2012 either. Anyway, so maybe there is something to it. Nevertheless, appreciate you coming through. Everybody, appreciate you guys tuning in. That has been the show for tonight. Jarv, did you watch any of the Winter Olympics?
Yo, I logged in for the women's gold medal hockey game. Don't get me wrong. I just like hockey with stakes. So I watched the women's game. That whatever she did around the defender for the game when it goal on that 3-on-3, fire. I watched it looks like snowboarding with skis.
Yeah, the flips and shit. Yeah. Bro, I told you that shit nuts.
Hey, listen to me. I might not watch that casually, but when I was a kid, when ESPN2 was ESPN2 with the X Games, it was giving me X Games vibes. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. But seeing these guys do these 1080s and these 1620s, I remember when 360s was a thing. There was a game called 1080 for N64. For the old heads that's on the panel, y'all might remember that, right? Now they doing 1620. Like, what are we doing here? I enjoyed that, and I absolutely woke up for the gold medal game, the hockey game, because honestly, with this hockey and it's international matchups, I get heavy in my fuck Canada back. You know what I mean? I just want America to beat Canada at hockey, so I logged in for that.
So you missed, bro. I needed you early to start the show because these niggas wasn't trying to say nothing about these. I'm like, bro, history was made. It's been 46, they've been 50 years.
He didn't say nothing about it either. He didn't see it.
I didn't care. To me, it's nothing better than high stakes hockey. If there's something to win important with hockey, it's a beautiful game to watch. Would I watch a random regular season game? Nah. Stanley Cup playoffs, Olympics. If they got that, NHL had that joint last year, instead of the All-Star break, they had a little international tournament. I was watching all that shit.
I do agree with you. Hey, Game 7 hockey games, Game 7 hockey playoff games, fire. I do agree.
They're looking at
that now, Lou. You ain't say shit.
No, I don't. No. I don't agree with the Olympic take that he's saying. I don't give a fuck about the Olympics. I don't care about Canada.
Y'all didn't care about the shorties caked up doing
the NHL Game 7 game. That's fire.
They had
they are
viral. The shorty from Netherlands went viral. They was just. You know what I mean? It was nice.
Yeah, I seen them. The little speed skate. Yeah, I saw them. I seen those. I ain't seen shit. I seen those.
Figure skaters, it was.
They just approved like a $2 billion project in Forsyth to bring a hockey team back to Georgia, to Atlanta. So if they come, we got to go to a game.
Why? No. I'll go to it.
But they want you back, Jarv, man. Appreciate you coming through.
Marty McFly, man.
Yeah. We'll catch everybody next week, man. We out. Peace.
Peace.